Yes, now boys and girls, good morning. Good morning, good mornings. Hope you're well. How are we all doing? Beautiful spring day. Hey, I agree. The weather's starting to get really nice. It's t-shirt weather today. Almost pretty much guaranteed to be t-shirt weather today. Now I know I'm still sat here in a sweatshirt, big hoodie, but definitely t-shirt weather today. Mr. Weatherman seems to claim we could be pushing double digits, which is absolutely definitely a nice spring day. Over the weekend though, I found myself a cool little add-on. What's one of the number one things that I've always complained about in this game? I mean, there's many, so maybe we won't go there. But one of the big things I've always complained about is that I feel it's really poor show that in 2026 Blizzard doesn't have voice acting for all the quests. Because, you know, why not? Why not? They produce an expansion every 18 months. They produce a new zone maybe every 6 months. You're telling me that they can't organise some voice actors to do some voiceover work in that time? Well, there's a little add-on I found called AI voiceovers, which it works. It's definitely not perfect, but smushed together a few little add-ons together, and it makes a significantly better experience for doing questing. And I actually used it. Mostly yesterday. I didn't get to play all that much yesterday, but I just basically did all of the side quests and the campaign on my main character in Eversong Woods, and it was genuinely really fun. It's amazing how much more you passively, well, this is me anyway, it's amazing how much more I passively absorb when I've got quest text and I don't have to read it all myself. So we're going to continue that little adventure, and we're going to go into Zul'Aman. I have basically never done the side quests in Zul'Aman. I've done the campaign through this zone a couple of times, but I've basically never done any of the side quests. So we're going to start. We're going to start today, and we're going to go, and we're going to complete shit. You may notice I've got all the things open. It's dangerous having this add-on on, because it's the number one squirrel add-on, isn't it? But it's good fun. It's good fun. So we're going to have a go at this. We might actually feel the need to turn the tunes down, if not to a very modest background audio, or maybe even potentially off, for the purpose of this. Let's because we got some. There's probably some good tunes in the actual game, isn't there? I always have music switched off. Maybe we'll put the zone music on. Zone music on. Background tunes off. For that full cinematic vibes. I think we'll go with that. Now, I'm hoping for you lot it doesn't end up being too loud. If it does, then feel free to let me know and I can make adjustments, but tried ATT for a couple of hours once, promptly threw it out before it started consuming my whole... Yeah, it's very dangerous. It's good to remind you that there are things that you can go and do that you may have forgotten that you can go and do, but, like, if you're even remotely, if you're remotely susceptible to chasing a squirrel, then, you can get massively distracted, but that's half the fun, isn't it? We'll have it switched off for now for that full cinematic feel, but yeah, let me show you this this little. I've got a combination of add-ons on the go here.
Pleasant. Our ceasefire is strained but holding for now.
We've got dialogue UI with a better, you know, quest interface. At least I believe it's the better quest interface. The camera sort of like zooms in, pans in, which is nice. And this AI quest text add-on reads all the quest text out for us as well, which is cool.
I had hoped that Zul'Aman would leave the Lightwood and return swiftly to his lands after our confrontation with him. But dealing with the Amani has never been a simple matter. Diplomacy is the only way to avoid more bloodshed, but Zul'Aman is finished listening to me. Perhaps he will listen to you.
So as you can hear, it's kind of not perfect. It's clearly AI voiceover, But either way, it's still more engaging in my opinion.
This was all once our lands.
Heading out soon for an in-person job interview. Do they even do those nowadays? I haven't had an in-person one for years. How do you speak to humans again? I don't know. What's the old tricks? Just imagine they're naked or something, right? That's all. That's all. That's great until you get a boner. Then that's a real problem, and then that's another issue you have. There we go. There's my two pieces of advice for your job interview. If in doubt, imagine them naked. Don't get a boner. So yeah, just remember that. Just remember that. You'll be fine. Sound advice with Manthias on a Monday morning. Every time they ask you a question, say, I'll reply in DMs. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I don't like the AI voiceover. It's not going to be for everybody, but, you know, I still feel it's better than nothing. There's an in-game sort of, it's an accessibility feature, isn't it? There's an in-game, like, text reader thing, but that's very, you know, Microsoft Andy kind of voiceover. This at least has got a little bit of pizzazz to it, even if it's not too much.
I have a few ideas. You will take the lightwood over my grave, Gorkini. Lightwood weapon.
A void beast! Look out!
Warrior!
Incoming. One thing I definitely do think is that the music is loud compared to everything else for some reason.
The glory of Zalatan.
Is let yourself be nervous about the one thing you can control. Being there, be there on time and presentable. Don't let yourself be nervous about the interview itself because you already won being at the right place at the right time. Yeah, I'm not, I don't have really any non-meme advice for you on this one, to be honest, but just be yourself. They don't want to see a fake version of you. They're asking you to be there in person because they want to see who you are. If you don't end up being the right person, you don't end up being the right person, but be yourself.
Sister, did you forget I'm the leader of Zul'Aman? Is that why you did not listen to me?
Look at me. These ones where your character's actually in the cutscene always make me giggle.
Then why you be here? Tell me quickly. Before I slice your
I look
head
so
from
out of
my
place.
nails.
Let's rebalance the audio a little bit. The music. I don't want the in-game music to be quite so punchy. Try that.
I find myself relieved to discover Zul'Jan is not the leader of the Amani. But this Zul'Jara might be worse. No matter. We must get on the other side of that gate and assess the Twilight's blade's threat to Eversong.
What's your opinion of Ellesmere UI? I have no idea what that is. Genuinely no idea what that is.
We have two choices. We can either continue to talk to the Amani or fight our way inside. I would still prefer to negotiate passage with Zul'Jara, but if our diplomacy goes awry, be ready. For now, follow my lead. Fight well.
Like bartender. I can't have an opinion on something that I've never seen. I don't know anything about it. This is Waypoint UI. That gives you these cool, funky waypoints navigating you places. And of course, we all know Zygor by this point. Personal favourite of mine.
Wail in anguish. Let Zaratath hear.
I must say I am surprised that Zul'Jara allowed us passage. It has been many years since I or anyone from Eversong has stepped foot on this side of the border. Stay sharp. This is a volatile situation. We may have to do more to engender their trust, but don't turn your back on the Amani.
I've only got a small
The
back.
situation here is far worse than I imagined. The Twilight's Blade and their leader, Mordon, have completely overrun this city. We will use this opportunity to show the Amani how efficient we are at eliminating forces of the Void. Perhaps that will help convince them to stall hostilities between our people, though at least until the current threat has passed.
Kill 10 invading shadows whilst travelling deeper into the city of Zul'Aman. Roger.
If you want to survive here in Aman, find and beat the city's battle drums. That will rally our remaining soldiers forward to join the fight. It will also bring all the tribes of Zul'Aman the Witherbark, but Uravantusk, and the Shadowpine to our aid, and tell us civilians to retreat to the altar of Malakras if we need to evacuate. Use the drums to spread the word. Find me at the altar of Malakras when you are done.
Sound some drums. Gotcha. Gotcha. Omni, welcome in. Good morning, good morning.
I can help you if you allow it.
Slam some drums.
Find me once you have finished your mission, champion.
Kill a bunch of shadow dudes. That's easy enough. Do you think the game audio is just generally a touch too loud? It's not quite as loud for you guys because I've got it turned down, but it's a touch too loud for me. Try that. A little bit more in the background. It is louder than I normally have it, but that is kind of by design. Also, later on in the stream, Elon and his brother have made a little game that I said I'd do him a favour and have a little bit of a look at it. He's published it on. They've published it on Steam and everything, so they're, you know, serious business. So it'll be interesting to see what it is. It's one of these. To my understanding, I've only seen him play it on stream a little bit, but it's one of these like incremental games where the more you play it, the stronger you get, and the stronger you get, the faster you kill things, the faster you kill things, the stronger you get, you know, so on and so on. I mean, you know, it's the standard gameplay loop of a lot of games, I think, these days, but I said we'd have a little bit of a look at that later as well. Some shadow. Where did you come from? Attacked by a ray. Yeah, I've always thought that WoW could do more to sell the storyline side of their game. As content creators and as people that, you know, often are found to be min-maxing the game because they've played it for a long, long time. You so quickly see anything that's not 100% necessary for your sort of like progression in the game to be just sidelined. And all of the questing and the zones and the storyline are one of the first things that seem to get sidelined. But I've wished for years that somehow Blizzard would sort of, you know, do more to incentivize playing through it.
Zul'Jara has noticed your prowess in battle. Good. Let us continue demonstrating our usefulness. If they push us out of their lands now, I will have no way to keep an eye on the Twilight's Blade until they're flooding through the gates into Eversong.
I should really, thinking about it, have done all of this on a character that isn't already level 90 and geared, because I'm kind of wasting all of the XP, the gear, the progress, the whole shebang, but...
Many Amani found their way here, but we have more to aid, and even more enemies to kill. The Twilight
At least it's,
Mordon has got us by D throat. We're not winning. And
at least it's quick and easy on a geared character.
We've got to evacuate before there's no one left, and no hope the other tribes. Meet us at Amani Zar. In the meantime, I'm glad to use you while we rally the people of Zul'Aman. The civilians' lives are the priority. Go to Swiftclaw Terrace and evacuate the people there. Tear through the twilights. Blade as you go. Find your way to Zul'Jan when you're done.
What about the Paladin? You could level him. Yeah, I mean, it's also, there's the OCD in me of just wanting my map clean on my main character. I was eventually going to do this on my main toon anyway. Oh, the dog is fishing in the water bowl. Not missing other run, yeah. Poor dog is definitely missing the entertainment factor of her brother being here. We'll get back in a few days. Looking for dun-dun shards. I don't know what she's doing. She's just running around trying to burn some energy.
Always got a place in Zul'Aman.
There's oh, where's she gone? We'll give you a full. Dunk. Hi. Hi, lambs. Hi. You got an eye booger. Got a big eye booger. Whoop the snoot. Whoop. Very confused by what's going on. Aye. 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 Dog nose ASMR. Oh, look at that eye booger. I'm going to get the eye booger out on stream. No, don't lick the camera. Looking into your soul. Oh no. Well, the okay, the focus is clearly not going to work on the camera. But I'm gonna, Right, enough of that business. Enough of that business. Good girl, lambs. Miss. Miss. Bye. You got to lie down. Been out on long walks and everything this morning. Are they still puppies? Well, she's only 9 months old. Yes, definitely a puppy. The other one, who's here with me now at least. Nips was more chill. She's 9 years old, so she's more chill. She's happy to just relax, take it easy. Alma doesn't have a take it easy mode. No take it easy mode whatsoever. Don't have a chill mode, do you, dog? Doesn't have a chill mode. Am I not able to get a profit with diamonds as a 105 JC with max skilled multicraft resourcefulness and epic tall blue accessories? If you can't get profits because your costs are too high, you need to try and get your mats cheaper. In a scenario where your tools are all optimized, there is only two possibilities. Your mats are too expensive, or you're selling them too cheap. You have less control over the price of what you sell things for, But you do have some opportunity to get your mats cheaper. Take a look at places like the Undermine Exchange, see when the mats are at their cheapest during, you know, the last week, and try and get your mats a bit cheaper.
I guess we can't get rid of you now. The drums have sounded, but the elders have not come. We cannot lose them. They are our link to our culture, our sages, and our best minds. Torundo helped devise the Lightwood weapons, and Doru is our provisioner. We will need both if the battle goes on. Go find Doru in the market and Torundo in the tribute hall. The last one is the old low speaker, our uncle, Kinduru. He may need special persuasion to leave. I will go to Talon Strike Terrace to speak to him. Meet me there after you find the others.
Alright, we go hunt for some friends.
We can split up to cover
Gotcha.
more ground. The champion and I will.
No.
I mean, there is the strong dynamic with any markets that if the market is already saturated with crafts, then the sale price of those crafted items might go below what it costs to make them. There is no guarantee anything will ever be profitable, because you can never undo a craft. So once somebody commits materials to crafting something, there's no way to undo it. There's no way to get those materials back. So once that commitment has been made, you're kind of the market will dictate to you what you can then only get as much gold for that craft as you can sell it to somebody else for. Like, the materials by that point don't really make any difference. But
come to hear my wisdom.
if you've greatly struggled to make profit in a market, try get your mats cheaper, try selling the thing for a higher price, or come to the conclusion that the market is just not very optimal at the moment. There's too many people trying to craft, which is always a possibility. This isn't just Diamond's market, this is relatively true across the board. Now, people don't sell things at a loss for very long, but when markets are crushed down to like basically zero price, zero profit in them, you usually find what happens is most people stop crafting it, which stops adding more to an already saturated market. Things might, over time, correct themselves, but there's no guarantee. With the changes to prospecting recently, though, the fact that they changed the rate of diamonds from prospecting, it's not really a shock that the jewel crafting market's in flipping tatters right now. Some servers crashing down the blue tool price. Profits were 3 to 4k per tool, but some have got like double profits for the crafting price, which is crazy. Yeah, this is why some people on some realms still make an absolute packet on things like that. This was always the argument back in the day when everybody was like, should you sell on a high pop or should you sell on a low pop, or what should you do? It's the concept of that, yeah, sure, there might be better profit per item on a smaller server, but that smaller server will come with far less customers. The amount of sales that you'll get every day will be less. And on top of that, it doesn't take that many more people to come in and compete with you to completely remove your sales to zero. I know this full well with posting auctions on every realm in the EU. You will often find a low populated server or even a medium populated server where you don't not sell anything because there's nobody buying anything. You don't sell anything because it only takes 2 or 3 people to basically price you out the market permanently 24 hours a day. Because the people that try the hardest tend to win. Cross realm selling is a very lazy way. You're kind of, yeah, you're relying on picking the low-hanging fruit, but the concept is a lot of low-hanging fruit across a lot of realms adds up, you know. That's the way I look at it anyway. Right, there's a bunch of people pew-pewed. We're missing somebody. Torundo to Escape. Go!
I'll help Zul'Aman prepare our ballistas once I see the children near to safety.
Please, Uncle. We are under attack. You cleared the way, but Mordun continues to keep us scrambling and off balance. We're gonna need as many lightwood weapons as we can get to end this. May the strength of our ancestors be with you.
Got to evacuate, mate. Do one.
Akil'zon will never grant me favor again if I abandon the staff in battle.
Made 5 mil so far, spent 3 mil on tokens already. During the 5 days since I just abandoned mass crafting almost completely. I've taken almost a complete 180 on my suggestions about mass crafting.
He's our uncle. We can't leave him here. Eagle's low. We don't have time to dwell on the spirits of the past. You might be good at killing, adventurer, but so are we, Amani. And even more, the better our weapons. I took an army into Eversong to reclaim the Lightwood forests for the Amani. It was against my sister's orders. Yes, but Lightwood gives us an advantage. Take back the weapons being stolen by the Twilight's blade, and I'll show you why it was worth the effort.
I've got to recover 8 stolen Lightwood weapons. Now, apparently, this 201 bow is an upgrade. That doesn't seem right, does it? That doesn't feel like an upgrade at all. Something about that's a bit funky.
My blood is boiling. While waiting for Kinduru, the Twilight's blade was destroying what little stores of Lightwood we had left at Rajamar Terrace. But if we act quickly, we can save enough to arm the Lightwood ballista and take a shot at Mordun. And without the ballista, we cannot claim victory.
Extinguish fires on the Lightwood pyres at Ragemore Terrace. Right, let's go put some fires out. Did the Midnight Lawmaster be ready that Voidstorm is going to be a pain? It's the longest one out there. I actually think I've done most of Voidstorm because that's how I level this tune up. I actually leveled this dude in Voidstorm originally. I can't necessarily remember why. I think I was farming rep in the Voidstorm because it was the zone you needed renown 12 or something for, wasn't it? No, 9. What was it? You needed a higher renown with the Voidstorm, so I actually leveled this dude just completely cleaning the zone. So most, if not all, of Voidstorm I think I've already done. That said, I wouldn't mind going back and doing it again and actually paying attention to it. Last time I did it, or the first time I did it, I wasn't really paying attention. I was just like zerging it. This is one of those weird things. When it's on like the PTR or something, I tend to spend a lot more time just methodically going through zones. Yet when it comes to the live version of the game, I often fall into the, you know, trap of just zug-zugging everything, paying attention to nothing. I'm often naturally 50% distracted as well, because if I'm streaming, I'm, you know, only paying half attention to what's going on in the game at the best of times. Or at least in efforts to be somewhat of an entertaining streamer, I try to, you know, pay a little bit of attention to you guys as well. Yeah, the kissing squirrel spree. Trying to lock in a little bit. Trying to keep to the questing as much as possible, but with ATT activated, who knows where we could actually end up. It's a needed break, though. It's a needed break from the hustle and bustle of trying to, like, min-max and optimize professions and grind gold and do all of that business. It's, sure, leaving gold on the table.
Are the difference between
But,
my
you
people
know, it is what it
living
is.
or dying. Good. Now we have teeth to bite back with. You and you. We lost so much of it. We could have blacked out this sky with ballista boats, but this still may be enough. It will have to be. Zul'Jara doesn't think the Lightwood is worth the risks I am taking. We will prove her wrong. I have seen too many warriors discouraged because their weapons don't work against the Twilight's blade. Don't just tell them
Just
to
need a
retreat.
bigger weapon,
Give them
mate.
the Lightwood
That's it.
weapons. Nothing stirs Amani blood like an effective axe
If in
in
doubt,
their hands.
whack
Let
it with a
them
bigger
fight
weapon.
their way back to the altar of Malakras.
Give 8 lightwood weapons to the demoralized defenders.
Come. Mordon may be the leader of the Twilight's Blade in Zul'Aman, but that ogre can't be everywhere. The elf found his military commander a hulking pile of armor and flesh named Benvis Blade Splatter. He's parading, round like he's already won just because they seized Firewing Terrace. Make him pay for his arrogance.
Benvis Blade Splatter. Why did my brain instantly go to Bevo?
In
Don't
our
know.
reconnaissance flight around the city, Zul'Jara and I got a look at the Twilight's offensive. They're summoning more Twilight's Blade directly into Amman. We can counter them by disrupting their dark summoning rituals. That will stop the flow of their cultists into the city and give the Amani time to strategize. Kill the ritualists and any troll breakers already portaled into the area.
Cool. Destroy 6 Twilight Ritualists and 6 Twilight Trollbreakers. Gotcha. Trollbreaker, Ritualist, Trollbreaker. Yeah, this is definitely the advantage of doing it on a geared tune. You can just absolutely stomp through the actual quest parts. Keep up with the story nice and fast. Where did you come from? Sneaky, sneaky. I jumped a huge amount of item levels the other day, actually, by the way. I went from like 240 item level to 261 in basically an afternoon. It mostly came down to the fact I actually purged through most of my crests that I'd kind of just forgot to upgrade my gear with entirely for the whole season. So I just purged through a whole bunch of these wherever possible to get my item level as high as possible. We now actually managed to get like 260 across the board, which is basically like 6 of 6 champion everywhere, where we've only got champion gear. I mean, I could go run some more delves and stuff because I've still got crests to get, but probably not going to do that. Morning, the wife's still away, I see. She's still away for a few days, yeah. She gets back on Thursday at some point, I think.
It is an honor to battle beside you.
So I'm still living on my schedule for a few days. Well, I say my schedule. My schedule is pretty heavily dictated by the dogs these days, believe it or not. Yeah, she'll come home and she'll complain I haven't shaved and that I look like a hobo and whatever, but, you know, I don't care. Where's Benvis Blade Splitter then? There he is. Get nuked.
We will still trample your pathetic swamp city.
Why is Pet not doing pet things? Why has Pet not got taunt on all of a sudden? Why does that happen then? Thought something felt weird. I think a beard would suit you, to be honest. I mean, genetics gets in the way of that a little bit more. And it probably would. I mean, it's the fashion these days to have a beard anyway, isn't it? It's the severe lack of general hair on my body that would get in the way of actually having a proper beard. This is just the outcome of just not shaving for a week. It probably won't stick around for very long. Right, we need some more demoralised fellas. There's one. By one of the fake Santa beards. I mean, I am getting grey hairs, but I don't think I'm going to go for a fully fake white beard just yet. I think people might notice.
You got orders, Ashura?
It's like when people bleach their hair blonde and then they still have these thick black slug eyebrows. It's like, something's not right here. Something's off and I can't quite put my finger on it. Right, that's everybody weaponized. That's everybody
That should
up and
slow them
running.
down at least for the moment. Remain vigilant.
The next to fall will be Mordan. The Amani leader gives you leave.
The troops we armed have killed a great many Twilight's Blade. Some survived and made their way here. We lost a few, but I think the sacrifice was worth it.
It is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Zul'Man's ballista is ready, and it had better work after what he has done. We lost the army we needed to defend the city, but we can fend off Mordon long enough to let our people escape. Help my brother man the ballista. Focus on the shadow with my axe, Wander's empty pylon. Leadrin and I will distract Mordon. I will kill him if I can. But even then, we can't stay here. There's too much void energy and too much
destruction.
Zul'Aman is truly lost.
Use the Lightwood Ballista to destroy the empowering shadows and the scrying focus to bring down Mordon's barrier. Roger. Give me the pew pew.
Mortal-born armaments cannot harm the grand glory of Zalatath.
Why have I got no buttons? Oh, okay. What are we meant to be killing? We're meant to be killing these dudes, aren't we? Get rid of you, get rid of you. There we go. Going for the musketeer look. Oh, I'd need the long Legolas hair to go that route, wouldn't I? That's never going to happen, by the way. My brother pulls that look off quite well. I don't know. Shield block.
Foolish Amani, you have already lost. Your city is in ruins. No one is coming to help you, not even your gods. Zalatath relishes in your anguish and will exalt us when your empire falls.
Missed.
Don't worry. Your end will come soon.
And a good and bad that we know the next expansion, it becomes easier to speculate. Well, that's true, if you at least follow the story, that is. Basically, Zalatath got what she wanted and went down to the core where Azeroth is imprisoned by Titans and she'll try and break her free and consume her. Something like that, yeah. Baldus and Eagle have a beard with glasses, I actually like it. Baldus and eagle's always a phrase that amuses
Zul'Jara
me.
seethers with rage.
Because there's only one type of eagle that's actually bald. So realistically, you've just got lots of... Most of you have got lots of feathers.
Blade's plan. We need to prepare. You and your elf friend amuse me, and you've more than proved yourself in battle. Our people are heading to Amani Zar. We hope that the other tribes rallied there instead of Amman. Their representatives will give us counsel, and then we will mount an attack on the Twilight's Blade. If you still wish to fight with the Amani, meet me on the northwest side of the village. Zul'Jan will have gone ahead to speak of his deeds and yours. But do not enter the village without me. Amani kills strangers on sight.
Meet Zul'Jara at the entrance of the Amani Zar village. This will get our introduction to the main city here, doesn't it? Yeah. There we go, down into this one, the Amani Zar village.
If you really want to join our fight, then come with me.
Going for Lawmaster? Yeah, we're just trying to... I mean, I've spent so much time at the beginning of the expansion just zug-zugging everything. That huge amounts of this stuff, we just got sidelined. And I thought now's a good time, as we're a couple of weeks... Well, we're 10 days out from the next patch. And I've gone pretty ham on goal making so far this expansion. Change of pace, you know.
Tukobon ne Amani Zar adventurer. Welcome to Amani Zar. Because you are my guests, my people will not harm you unless I say so. Don't give me a reason. Yeah. We will speak to Turando, my war advisor. And if the representatives of the tribes are here, we will have a council meeting in the Zari Lodge. Together, we must agree on a way to defeat the Twilight's Blade. Explore the village if you want.
We are the champion. We always win.
Weapons where they can be seen. You are here by my invitation, and my word is law. But I can only run so fast if one of my people thinks you looked at them in the wrong way.
Zul'Jara smiles a tusky grin as if proud of her people's short fuse.
Meet Zul'Jara and Lydrin to assess the situation with the other troll tribes.
Come with me.
Let's roll. Now, we're going to get humongous amounts of squirrel quests here. Side quests all over the place. Hold up, that's the BG3 voice actor. No, this is all AI. This is all AI. Or well, maybe they trained the AI based on the BG3 voice actor, maybe, but...
My training is almost complete. My commander says I need to prove myself against a strong fighter before she can recommend me for combat. But I've been struggling to find someone willing to spar with me after what happened the last time. You look capable and intimidating. Mind helping me out here and no going easy on me? Yes, I can take it.
Let's do some sparring. Meet you upstairs with the commander. Okay. That 100% was her. Played it for months. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, it was probably just trained on that. Yeah, it does struggle with the troll accent a little bit. That's for sure. Kind of doesn't quite know where to put the emphasis on the words.
The elders are planning a festival to give thanks to the law. I wanna ask Namaji to accompany me, but Chocobo, it is tradition that a suitor give a gift that proves their prowess as a warrior. But I am a poor fighter, and the others laugh at me because of it.
Higara hangs his head dejectedly.
Perhaps you can help me. I know Namaji has always wanted a threshed and tooth necklace. Dinalden make them, but only the strongest have one. Would you find one for me and deliver it to her on my behalf?
Find a tooth necklace and give it to somebody. Cool.
You going to the Loa festival. Young trolls like me are expected to ask someone they like to go with them, and to give a gift to show their worthiness. I want to go with Namaji. I'm a great fighter, but I'm sure there are many other warriors that want to go with her. They'll gift her trophies and spoils. but I'll be different. I think she'd like a headdress, but I have no idea how to make one. Could you make a feathered headdress for me
500
and
hours in
give it to
Baldur's Gate
her?
3?
You can
Jesus.
find feathers at Akil'zon's reach. May Akil'zon's eye be on your back.
I don't understand how people have this many hours of the day to
You
play
going to the
games
Loa Festival.
outside
Young trolls
of
like
World
me
of
are
Warcraft.
expected to.
I genuinely have no idea. I mean, I know this comes from me who's got thousands of hours in Factorio, but I'm going to be brutally honest. Like, I got most of those Factorio hours logged way before I got back into content creation of WoW. Baldur's Gate 3 is so good. Wish I had 2K. Yeah, I've been recommended to play it multiple times before. I nearly have made the leap a few times, but it's also another one where I have to squeeze these opportunities in when WoW's quiet, or it just, you know, I just don't find time.
Do you need protection?
Right. Let's spar. Easy business. Yoink.
It fought well. Your own strength proved Darak can hold his own against warriors far stronger than himself. I never expected him to beat you, adventurer, but the fact that he still breathes is an impressive enough feat. May Akil'zon's eye be on your back.
We're already making a name for ourselves in the village then. Slapping their biggest and their best.
Where were all of you when the drums sounded? You let Zul'Aman fall.
Zul'Aman has fallen.
No thanks to all of you.
We are under attack. The Vile Branch.
No time for bearing our tusks. We need a plan. Toronto?
Not many Amani made it back here.
I'm waiting for the biggest fan-made mode that brings in a new zone and the cut content from early access. Jesus. Does Baldur's Gate 3 have
The Loa. Can you not call upon them?
lots of mods and add-ons and stuff then for it?
They abandoned us long ago. We never needed them.
What was the name of the AI add-on? I think it's just called AI Voiceovers.
I ask again for your assistance. We've got to make a stand. Make
AI
revolution happen.
Quest Voices is literally what it's called. Clearly named by a developer. Yeah, I mean it's almost finished. It's that literal. I mean, it certainly doesn't disguise it being what it is.
There is much you do not know about us and Delo. Law have not spoken to us in many years. Not since I was a young child. And D have shown no sign of wanting to help us now. No, it is up to us alone. We must sit out, must find a way to rally the other tribes and fight the Twilight's Blade as one. I will speak to the tribal representatives and help the refugees where I can they are our priority. Come, you might learn something about the Amani.
Join Zul'Jara and Lydrin as they check on the Zul'Aman refugees.
Funny one.
Some bonus side quests around here somewhere. Accept the lower of the Murlocs.
Check on the refugees.
Is this upstairs? There it is.
Have you heard of the commotion coming from Atoll Abasi? Murlocs there are getting riled up about something. It seems like the Murlocs have summoned a Loa of their own. And this Loa is rallying the Murlocs to war. I saw it myself just today, looking down from this cliff. The biggest Murloc you've ever seen. I'm not
Flipping
the only
Murlocs
one
again.
who've seen it either.
Murlocs
The
again.
elders say we have bigger problems. Bah, the better not come to me when we get overrun by Murlocs.
We tried Pi. It's one of the only mods for Factorio that I never did try. Mostly because I was never really looking for extra levels of challenge. And from what I heard, it wasn't actually that challenging. It was just an absolute disgusting time sink. They just made it take forever to do anything, which is one of the reasons I didn't choose to try that one. But I played Bobs and Angels. I did the Crastorio. I did, what did I do? C Block. I did a whole bunch of the mod packs for Factorio.
May you always see the way ahead.
These days, there's actually significant amounts of alternative. I would probably go as far as to play a new game in the same genre rather than just do Factorio again. Back when Factorio was in its heyday, 10 years ago, we didn't have Satisfactory and Foundry and Timberborn and 12 other different spin-off versions of Factorio. Yeah, Timberborn looks quite good actually. Distracted by Beaver. That's one that's been on the to-do list, but the to-do list is getting bigger and not shorter.
The tribes have splintered since Zul'Aman fell.
That boy Kovu stormed out of here without even trying a single step. He thinks he's got 2 left feet, but he isn't even willing to try. You look like an impressive fighter. He'll respect you for that. Maybe he just needs the right dance partner to show him the steps. Help him out.
I got the moves. We can pop and lock. We got the moves. Do some dancing. Do some dancing. Bust a groove. Yeah, boy. Let's go. We're gonna do some more dancing. That's literally it. We just got to do some dancing. Okay, sure.
That boy still needs a lot of practice, but you helped him get out of his head and just feel the rhythm.
That was literally the side quest. Just do some dancing. Okay, sure. Treasures out here always need to be collected. Where did it go? Somebody's just clearly picked it up. Now I don't know where it is. Yoink. Bobs and Angels is my favorite. I never like properly played Bobs and Angels. I dabbled in it. But because Bobs and Angels ended up being the basis of a lot of the other spin-off ones. C Block, for example, is basically Bobs and Angels, isn't it? C Block was probably my favorite mod pack I played.
My friends are going out to play down where the shade lilies grow, but I'm supposed to do a bunch of boring apothecary stuff. Papa wants me to collect some plants to make salves and balms we use for healing. I asked if it could wait, and he said no. What if you help me out? Just this once, please?
15 pristine shade lilies and 8 dragonhawk ferns. Okay. Grab some stuff. Help this kid get its own work finished. Yoink.
We can't keep up with how much these soldiers eat. Lend us just a bit of your time to feed this army. We need boar. Not
Practically
just a
pork's
steak
gone
or
to the
two.
moon, hasn't
We
it?
need the entire boar. Nothing goes to waste, yeah.
And the plant protein. Who would have thought maybe everybody out there doing all the world content stacked it up nice and high. Now nobody's out doing the world content. The value of the meat's flipped.
Honored that you shot with me.
Didn't it go from like 1 gold apiece to like nearly 10 recently? Don't anybody dare say anything about moats.
Hashira, could I ask for your aid? My mother passed recently, and I'm D1 responsible for performing her death rituals. It's a lot of work for one person to do. Most would get help from their family, but I don't have any left. Can you help me?
I think protein was in the silvers at some point. That's wild.
Eagle Lore bring you victory.
What's it? Oh, hi! You're new. I'm Amy. This is Jinx. Have you been to the waterfall yet? All the
It's a
kids
putty
dare each
cat.
other to jump off, but I'm too scared. Do you want to see it?
Do I want to see a child jump off a waterfall? Apparently I do. Apparently I do. Oh, I'm capped on coffer key shards anyway.
Tolbani and Genera have been missing for some time. Last I heard, D was scouting Atoll Abassi for supplies. That area is covered in Murlocs. Too many of them
Damn
is
Murlocs
dangerous,
again.
even for an Amani. Find them and make sure D are right. For Zul'Aman.
Okie dokie. This is, to be fair, this is also very good to hoover up the reputation, because after hitting, what was it, Renown 6 or 9 or whatever, I very quickly stopped bothering about the rest of the Renown. This is, doing all these sidelines is going to really help with this. We've got Silver Moon up to nearly Renown 13. The Amani tribe is already almost 13. What was there, like 20 ranks or something with these? Anything particularly of interest? Some decor recipes. Bonus shoulders. There's probably a mount at some point, isn't there? Yeah, there you go. Amani Blessed Bear Ground Mount. Void Light. Another mount. And then titles and whatever. Bought so much of both, 94 silver at the start, thinking, oh boy, when the raid comes, sold it at 3 gold apiece. piece. How little I knew. Hey, well, you still tripled your money. Like, that's the thing, right? You've, you get in nice and early, you get out nice and quick as well. You know, you do it with almost 0 risk. If you were buying it at 5 gold apiece, hoping it'll go to 10, then you're taking on quite substantially more risk, and you would still only double your money. Getting in at a gold apiece, selling it at 3, you know, you genuinely can't ask for much more than that.
Ashura, we are working as fast as we can, but many of our weapons were broken in the attack.
Keep it up. These weapons are our best chance against the Void.
The altars need to be infused with the power of Delos every so often. I'm not as spry as I used to be, and the altars are all spread out. Help an old shaman out, eh? I'll give you my totem to channel Delos' power into D altars. And maybe you can learn a thing or two from D other acolytes and myself in the process.
Got to empower 4 of the altars. The zone-wide buffs, the whole zone-wide buff system is something I just genuinely haven't even unlocked. There was only one that gave a slight benefit to gathering from what I could see. The Dun-Dun buff gives a bit of a bonus to gathering. I didn't see it important enough to spend all the time to unlock early on in the game. But we'll get it all. We'll get all of the blessings and stuff unlocked now as well. because there's probably more to the system than I ever tested on the beta. So maybe there is something powerful lurking in the shadows that I don't realise. Charge the links one. For you.
My days of combat are behind me, but I'm glad to be helping out around the village. For Zul'Aman.
A bit torn on the AI voice. While it's better than simple TTS, the melody is lacking. It feels like run-on sentences. Well, I mean, I'm more than content with it being what it is. I mean, it's clearly run on a free AI model as well. But you know, I've also once upon a time there was because there was the one that was done for Classic, wasn't there? Classic voiceover mod. And I even spoke to the guy asking if they were going to do a retail version. And they basically said, I mean, this was a couple of years ago now, they basically said that it would have cost probably 500 euros to 1,000 euros to have done all the voice lines for retail. That, you know, they would have had to have paid for out of pocket, which they just quite simply and quite understandably didn't want to do. Nowadays, though, it's probably cheaper and better. Somebody's come along with this voiceover mod and has done, I think, a job that is better than nothing. Yeah, if you went out and you used some fancier voice modeling, you could definitely get a better result. But, you know, this is free. Can't argue with free. It's, yeah, it's definitely, it's certainly not perfect, but, you know, I wouldn't expect it to be.
Only the inner fire in each of us. You were with me as a child when I last. The Loa always hid us in times.
Hashi, has Uncle lost his sense? It is a tale for children. Maybe if this were the old days, generations ago, before the elves arrived. But if the last chance we got is to try to speak to the Low, then I will try. Kinduru is my uncle, and I trust him. But this path of the Hash-AA, things are not what they were decades ago. The Loa are gone, they not gonna hear us.
Zul'Aman lets out a low growl. Only you and Liadrin hear.
No, we're running out of options. If this is the time for old myths and dreams, so be it. We meet at the foot of the mountains, Akil'zon's reach, where the old Hashi shrines are. The Amani.
Light the shrines on the way to the temple. And
Got another quest over here. Lower disturbance.
The temple be overrun.
So many quests in this little hub.
Now that we are trying to contact old Delo, my mind turns to Kulzi, the lower of medicine, and the madness that surrounds his shrine. His low speaker, Sichita, was a good friend. He healed many war parties of their injuries. But something happened at Kulzi's shrine, and it is full of angry spirits. Attack anybody that tries to get through to them, and the lower is silent. Perhaps you can finally reach out to the low and find his speaker.
Loa guide you, my child.
Put it this way, I'm more content with this as it is than actually having to read the flipping thing. Maybe I'm just of a certain generation that never really, or maybe I have a certain set of genetics that has never really enjoyed reading particularly. Partly one of the reasons as a kid I played video games instead of burying my head in Harry Potter books or whatever is because I preferred the interactivity. When one of my favourite games of all time permanently requires me to read mountains upon mountains of quest text, I'd happily take a slightly clunky AI over nothing at all. Reading's great, but when I'm reading, I'm reading. When I'm gaming, I'm gaming. I mean, I even don't particularly enjoy watching films with subtitles. Like, but it's simply for the fact that I spend so much time trying to read the subtitles that I kind of forget to pay attention to what the flipping hell is going on in the film. Is this upstairs or downstairs? Downstairs.
One of our Lightwood login outposts is late with their weapon shipments. They used to be punctual, but now we are lacking crucial supplies. Go check on the camp. Something must be going on.
Something must be going on. It's clearly not perfect, but in a weird way it's kind of quite funny at the same time. I'll take it. Right, we've grabbed all of the herbs for the kiddie wink. Done the kids' homework for it. We can get back to being lazy. Where's the kid at? There it is.
Did you get all of them?
Yeah, I did.
All in perfect condition. Maybe you should be de-apprentice instead.
Enough practice herbalism in this zone.
Can't just stay here forever.
Ooh, a log. Give me the wood. Has anybody calculated how much lumber you actually need to craft one of everything in Midnight? I know all of those numbers were knocking around all over the place during Decor launch back in December, but I don't know if anybody did the maths for Midnight zones.
Akil'zon. Fishes of the forest tribes constantly talk to each other about our halls. Tokabone, welcome. And none are more legendary than the river-walking Revantusk and their crabs. But I've heard they've fallen on hard times. First, the Twilight's blade ransacked their city. Now, their cages aren't bringing in enough meat for the refugees. Welcome. The Revantusk have a new head riverwalker.
Where did that welcome come from?
Use an extra set of hands in taking care of this crab problem. You up to the task, outsider?
Right. You gotta go get a crab or something.
My younger brother left us when I was just coming of age. He sent word he would come and help, but we did not part on good terms. But here he is, after all this time. Izakin left us many years ago, adventurer, prepperin, may be tense, but at least we won't have to do it alone. First, we need to collect the spores of the weeping mushrooms.
Some
mushrooms. Get them from the
mushrooms.
mushrooms or the boars. I'll be using them to create incense for the ritual. Be careful. Adventurer, the boars might be unhappy when we take their food. You're always welcome.
Roger that. We'll just we'll just pick up the mushrooms instead. We'll leave the boars be. Oh, okay. The boars don't want to be left alone, apparently. Piggy want to get slapped. There was me trying to be nice, taking the mushrooms off the floor. Oh, we got to kill a whole bunch of the boars anyway. Oh well, fair enough. Tried to be nice. One of these piggies a pretty popular skinning spot at one point, or maybe they still are. Considering the amount of skinning I've done and the amount of gold I've made off skinning this expansion, I couldn't even tell you, like, I couldn't even list 3 popular skinning spots. Because it's all been focused on the Majestics. Majestic's still popping, by the way. They tend to dip in price over the weekend. They still sub 10k. $8.5k. Still only 5k of them. That's not like humongous. You know, that's not it's not an unresettable quantity. Oof. 489 of them at 10k apiece. That's a big. That's a bottleneck. We're starting to see the what usually happens at the beginning of an expansion. This also happens to a lesser extent each season as well, but very much happens at the beginning of an expansion. We see all of the people who play the game in the opposite way round to me. So like all of the people who spent the last month or so of the game being out doing the world content, doing their Mythic Plus, killing the raid, all of that. We're starting to see all of those people start to, you know, get interested about goal making. We're seeing the second major wave of goal makers turn up. And it's quite funny because you start to see phrases like, should I be selling my stuff or waiting for the prices to go up? And I'm like, my friend, there is no reason to ever think the prices will be better than they are right now. But there's definitely there's definitely an influx, a second wave of goal making going on.
If they are too cowardly to admit their feelings at Depire. I asked for you help without telling you about how my mother treated my brother and me. I don't speak much about my family. I learned not to. I still don't understand why she was the way she was. Maybe something happened to her. Something that caused all that pain. Maybe pain and chaos were all she knew herself. But in the tribe, she inspired many. At least, she can remain a mother to them. Next,
Picture your mushrooms. Now what do you want?
From giants. The sinew
Sinew.
makes sure the bonfire is not gonna fall apart. And the act of risking your life against a powerful foe honors the fallen. I am a tested warrior, so do not worry for me. But please make sure Izkin does not come to harm from the giants.
Resilient sinew from the mountain giants somewhere. Wherever they are. Probably, surprise, surprise, in the mountains. But yeah, there's clearly a second wave of, like... second wave of goal makers turning up. Combination of a bunch of people joining the Discord, a lot of similar threads popping up on Our Economy, Reddit. Clearly an influx of people that have been playing Midnight for a while, but are only now getting around to starting to try and make some gold as they feel they've completed their focus area of the game. Might be worth, you know, putting an hour or two into seeing what are people getting with herbing and mining right now. People, like, surely it's got to be less than like 50k now, but people should still pretty comfortably be making, you know, a good living from just basic herbing and mining, I'd imagine. Hey, what's this box back here? How do we get into it? Yoink. Oh. Retrieve the 4 tokens from each of the great warriors at their resting place. Okay, sure. Oh, they're flipping miles off. They're all over the gaff. Oh, we'll do that later. I'm not arsing around the entire map for that now. Give me another giant. Pew pew this dude. Who's this dude? Oh, we need one of you, a swamp biter. Yoink. Get in my belly. No, shoot.
Is a strong build-in material, but we only use it for this one purpose, because it's dangerous to get,
Yoink.
and there are not enough giants.
What's the Midnight Safari? Collect every wild pet in Eversong Wood, Zul'Aman, Harandar, and the Voidstorm. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna need more than 6.
Welcome.
The sinew of mountain giants is a strong build-in material, but we only use it for this one purpose, because it's dangerous to get, and there are not enough giants. At first, when Izzakin
Supply and
left
demand.
us, I thought Mother didn't care, even at her deathbed. She never once mentioned him, but she felt guilty. When he left, her tantrums toward me carried to shame. I wish she could have admitted it, but I knew that would never happen. Our tribe sees Mother as unstoppable, fearless, but sometimes it's what's inside that's hardest to face. Next, we need to collect the logs for our bonfire. Pansha, the large tree
mushrooms.
at the end of the valley, was infected with poison from a stray arrow long ago. She's quite tough to survive. She sheds her branches regularly. In a way, Pansha has become a regular part of our rituals. Her strong wood burns warm and hot like Amani blood. It is perfect for bonfires.
Collect 4 of the fallen branches. Back this way. What's the catch with this? This seems too easy. Every shed branch carries a little poison away from the heartwood. Okay. 1, 2... 3. Gotta be a catch to this. It's too easy.
Do not worry for Kansha. She has outlived generations of trolls, and the druids say she'll survive many more. Kansha's been a long-time friend, and I spend many of my nights resting here under her pines when I can't go home. Our tribe warns folks to be watching for her falling branches, but Dee never hit me. Not one scar or bruise came from her. Ahead is an old shrine. Nobody knows anymore what we worshipped there or why, but it was a place my mother loved. It would honor her if we put a stone from it on the pyre with her. Nago.
Okay, grab a stone. Oh, sleeping bear. Ruined. What's this, dude? Well, what are you? Ooh, we need one of you too. Get in my belly. Boink.
We both know dat the shrine is a place dat pleased our mother. I can't say she knew dat much about us.
Far too much emphasis on dat.
The others in the tribe still revere Mother and mourn her death, but since she died, I've mostly just been missing Izkin. She drove my brother away, but not her death has brought him back, at least for this ritual. Now we set up the bonfire to burn the body. Destroying the body means it cannot be used by the Vilo branch for evil and makes sure the spirit finds rest. It still chills me how quiet she is now. The tribe should be gathering down at the funerary coast.
The keen eye of Akil'zon be on you always.
Let's not get aggroed by that bear again. Right, 1 rock. Go. Put the sinew down. What did we pick up the mushrooms for? I can't remember what we picked the mushrooms up for. Well, now we make a bonfire. Maybe don't stand on it. Ta-da! Magic. Oh, and here's Ken. Here's the brother.
Thank you for helping us on this journey, adventurer. I didn't think Iskin.
Oh, we get a pet. Nice. Oh, we've already got one.
I think Iskin, and I realize now, the worst trick our mother pulled was pitting us against each other.
Ah, the fact that we've already got this pet is a strong indication that I've actually already done these quests. But this goes to show, doesn't it, that I must have blasted through these at some point on one of my other characters, completely not paying attention to what was going on. Yoink. Have a second one. Come back and do that treasure. So we've done some of the story. What was this pet? We seem to be needing a lot of these. Fledgling, we got that one. Got that one. Right, have a piggy, piggy, piggy.
The art of Amani hunting is about discipline. You practice until the skills come as naturally as breathing. But right now, discipline means doing what I tell you. You are an impressive
I've never had a good
hunter,
reason to do this, but I've always wanted to do like a proper hog roast. You know, the whole pig, big fire, big barbecue, just like... There's something tribal and in me that has a need for a full hog roast at some point. I need I don't know, big birthday or big family event or something as an excuse to do it one year.
You have fine taste, Ashura.
Although to be fair, it'd probably be more sensible to just, you know, hire a man in a van that turns up and does your hog roast at an event. Probably slightly riskier than giving everybody food poisoning. Slightly less risky, I should say. Choppy choppy.
The Twilight's blade pushed a Gnarlden into our territory. We will have to fight through them to get to the temple. Go on. This path is thick with Gnarlden.
Zul'Aman smiles broadly.
I hope they try to stop us. I can sharpen my blade on D-bones.
D-bones?
Akil'zon's eye be on you always.
After A, B, and C bones.
Kinda, my uncle Delo Speakus, spoke of Dahashi when I was a child. But when Delo remained silent so many years thus sooner, Kinder, I do not think he would admit it. But he lost a little faith too. I remember some of his lessons. A chieftain must light the shrines on the way to the temple. The Hashira must as well. Why? I do not remember. But if it is the only way to get Delo's favor. Come, let us get this out of the
Good
way.
party to remember. Yeah, I tend not to think that, you know, poisoning all of your guests is the best memory of any party, but either way, you're right, yeah.
I do not know the lower Akil'zon, but she cannot
I
be
can
happy
cook a
with
mean
the
barbecue.
Gnarlden defiling
I've never
the
cooked a whole
Hashai
pig.
shrines and making meals of her eagle kin. We gotta let them know this is a sacred place and that we will not take kindly to their presence here. I may not know Akil'zon, but I know the giants. All they understand is strength the language of Zul'Aman. Our strongest message we can send is to take the heads of their fiercest warriors.
Okay, we got 1, 2, 3 of the heads to take. Is that 3? 4?
Zul'Jara regards the Gnaldin as a fierce, nomadic people that normally keep to themselves. It is clear by their clothing and weapons that they have a primitive but unique culture. If the circumstances were different, I would advocate for diplomacy. But they are between us and our mission. They cannot block our path, or continue to damage the shrines or the nests of the eagles that roost here. We will eliminate only those that are in our way. The Amani can choose what to do with them later.
Yeah, this add-on definitely does much better with, like, regular speech. The troll tongue is proving a little bit challenging for it, clearly.
Then we must strike them down.
Literally taking heads, and people are saying WoW is now woke and Disney. It's weird, isn't it? It's all pink fluffy unicorns, whilst at the same time mass murder and genocide. You know, literally every single quest has you going out killing something or someone. You can't forget just how passively you're committing mass murder in this game. Ooh, 5 of Void. Don't mind if I do. Nice if it was the ace, mind. Lacking a pacifist option. Can you imagine trying to play this game in pacifist mode? You basically wouldn't be able to do 95% of the missions. Only the strongest have this necklace. Oh, okay, we need a few of those. I genuinely don't think it would work. You wouldn't get very far in this game playing pacifist mode. You'd be like, oh, can't do that quest. Oh, can't do that quest.
Is that your wallet?
How would you even get flipping XP to level up? No idea.
Both, I hope.
You'd have to go wood chopping. How pacifist would you go? Is chopping trees still considered murder? Exxon, thank you very much for the resub. Appreciate that. Welcome in. Thank you, thank you. Mining only? Yeah, rocks don't have feelings, do they? Rocks don't have... You can't do fishing. Flipping impossible. There we go. Somebody suggest that to Elon for his next 0 to 1 million YouTube series. 0 to 1 million pacifist mode. Wow, I suppose it's kind of boring, isn't it? It's just mining. Lots of mining. Unless somebody decides that rocks have feelings. Wasn't there somebody who leveled to full without damaging any mobs? Still hard to avoid any accidental combats. I don't know. Some people have done weird ways to get max level. What was his name? Double Agent was the panda that never picked a faction, right? There's been a few weird and wacky ways to try and level up. One more eagle feather. Than flying is pacifism at its peak. That's a good point, yeah. Oh, then maybe Earthen does prove that rocks do have feelings, though. So yeah, maybe mining's out. Maybe we can't do that anymore. Yeah, maybe just flying around on an earthen's the only way. Flecked with gore and battered with bruises. Well, we have just chopped his head off. Not too surprising. What's his head saying? Flecked with gore and battered with bruises again. Yeah, surprise, surprise. Oh, another log. Gotta pick up that lumber. A lumber a day keeps the doctor away. Oh, hello, who are you? Oh, we got you. If I should put together some lumber routes as well. We're gonna need to farm a bunch of lumber. Arguably, part of completing Midnight will involve getting all of the different decor recipes as well. Means we'll need a whole bunch of lumber for sure. Does archaeology still give EXP? I think it does. I wouldn't say it gives a lot, but maybe if you wombo combo it, we're trying to get the Vial of the Sands recipe or something. One, two, three, 4. Do the circus things monthly at the Dark Moon Fair. Oh, that would work, yeah. Maybe there is some. Maybe there is more options than we first gave it credit for. Maybe there is some options. I'm not going to try it, but we'll stick to our mass murder and genocides.
Good. Hopefully that clears the path to the shrines and the temple enough for our purposes.
Now that the shrines are lit, the eagles are on the move.
These shrines are lit. Now what do we do?
They're lit, boy.
Watch yourself. The Amani never dies. How painful the method is between you and whatever force you worship.
Zul'Jara takes one of the heads by the hair and admires your handiwork.
Now we're talking their language. Now they know that the Amani are stronger. Some may linger, but when we defeat the Twilight's blade, we will come back for them. Keep the heads. I have an idea how they might be useful later.
Just a necklace.
Zul'Jara's brow furrows and her lip curls as she looks toward the temple.
When we lit the last shrine, some of the eagles returned to the temple. It could be a sign.
Zor.
Or the eagles are moving in after Dignaldin started moving out. When we get to the temple, all we gonna find is silence. Just like always. But we still gonna try. We should go now and present an offering.
Reach the temple, blah 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 blah.
I've been back to the temple since I was a child. There'll be nothing there but birds and bramble.
A way to revitalize archaeology would be to add dozens of extremely rare bind-on-equip decor recipes. Yeah, they could do this. They could give it the same treatment, couldn't they, as they did with well, you know, Zul'Aman, the raid. You know, the ancient recipes. They could do the same, but for decor, maybe. A clever thought. Vial of the Sands PTSD, though. I mean, yeah, it would trigger a few people. I don't have Vial of the Sands PTSD, though, because I'm Mr. One Man, One Jar. Don't Google that. but it's do we want archaeology back? It's a bit of a meme, I know, but it was hella boring if you were grinding it out. I still to this day don't think I've actually capped archaeology ever. Right, there's a head for everybody. Got the Val via the Pandaria cheat. Might have to get that one running again if they add new stuff. Oh, I mean, you can still... I mean, that wasn't really a cheat. That was just the best way to do it. Yeah, getting all of the hidden boxes or something and then exchanging them or something. I can't remember the exact ins and outs, but... There was one question about archaeology in the community Q&A to Holly. I think it'll be one of those things that they just kind of, you know, they meme it up. I don't think they have any intention of doing anything with archaeology.
You heard it too, adventurer. We got her attention, but now what? I know there is a trial, but Akil'zon is not given any hints on what it is. Think. What did Kinduru teach me as a child? She is the low of victory, but also of oaths and conviction. If only we had made it to the top when I was a child and I hadn't fallen.
So this gives us one of the blessings. Lowering your body mass and increasing your speed by 15%.
Always got a...
All that seek my favor must climb high.
I mean, increased speed, unironically, might go some way to improve your farming results. I think there's probably better, isn't there?
I hope you're right.
Job. Yo, that's some serious jumping.
Well done, Zul'Aman. Kinduru was right about you.
All this time.
It's a big pigeon.
You were right here. Why didn't you answer us?
Because of your grandfather, Zul'Jin, and that snake of a witch doctor, Malakras. Long ago, we Loa would choose a champion among the Amani, a Hashe, to wield our power for the good of their people. Zul'Jin wanted to use that power again, not to serve his people, but to slaughter his enemies.
Like all good powers should be.
Such a blessing. So he had Malakras steal it from us and make their own false, abhorrent Hashe.
But our own champions raided the temple city and stopped them.
So now all Amani must suffer for my grandfather's mistakes? If you don't help us fight the cult...
You passed my trial, Sujara. You have my favor. Now you just need the others.
Need them for what?
To become the first Hashe in generations. What else?
That shocked face. What?
Know that you are not your grandfather. Triumph where he failed. Become Hashe, a true Hashe, and wield the power of the Loa in defense of Zul'Aman.
Dun dun dun.
Zul'Jara's eyes are closed. She seems lost in thought.
They were here all along. It was my grandfather's fault they would not answer.
She nods her head and sighs.
My grandfather broke this. It is up to me to fix it. It is the only way to save my people.
Zul'Jara smiles slightly as Akil'zon's blessing buffets her.
Kinduru's stories were real. We have the blessing of Akil'zon, and the path of the Hashai stretches out before us. We must follow Akil'zon's advice and seek out Haladzi next. As Akil'zon is the low of the Rulin, tribe the Amani and my family. Halasi is the lower of the Witherbark and their leaders. If their lower speakers are gone, then maybe Kolmara will know how to approach him.
Next chapter begins. Playing content? Where's gold making? We gotta play some content occasionally. You know. We make all of this gold so we can take time off and not have to worry about it. Right, I gotta grab a drink quickly before we get deep into the next chapter. White or pink? White or pink, chat? Go white, do we go pink? First answer wins. Got a big stack of reagent. Bought them thinking moats and all. Guys, did you sell at a loss? No? Throw that shit away. What pink it is then. Future me will deal with yesterday's me's problems, it's fine. That's Asmagol's mentality, but with less money. Yeah, he's probably a touch wealthier than I am these days, that's for sure. We got a tablet here somewhere. Grab that for the achieves. And what's this? Oh, we got one of those fledglings. Right, bang out a few of these side quests now. To be fair, by the looks of the minimap, we've completed a whole bunch of them, so it's just a huge turn-in fiesta by the looks of things now.
You got orders, Hashura. Did you need something? This is from Kagara. I've always wanted one of these. I'd be happy to go to the festival with him. Finish my work here first, and then go tell him myself.
We're matchmaking.
Thank you for delivering this. Another gift? Oh, a lovely headdress from Zakash. Oh,
Namaji looks troubled.
Both Zakash and Kagara want me to go with them to the festival. What should I do?
Oh, hang on. We got a bit of a love triangle on the go here.
The keen-eyed Kina.
It's literally called Love Triangle.
It seems we have a problem. Kagara and Zakash both want to go with me to the festival. Which one do I choose? I like both of them well enough. Please, adventurer, you need to help me. What do you think?
I don't know. Date them both. It's 2026. Oh, you do actually get to choose. Which one should I choose? I don't know. Go with Kagara to the festival.
You got orders, Hashura.
Sure.
The keen-eyed Kina guide you to victory. Thank you for helping me. Kagara, Zakash, I hope we can all still be friends after this.
Namaji furrows her brow, but then smiles.
I best go tell my festival partner of my decision then. Thank you again.
Okay. We were given a choice. Oh, Between Two Trolls was actually the name of the quest line. Oh my god, there's a lot of side quests out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 outstanding. Jesus. Whew. A lot of content. We're making obscene amounts of gold with the army of 10 mulchers. using the lotuses to then craft flasks, getting like 50 lotuses a day with almost no effort. Yeah, I mean, for as long as lotuses have significant value, I mean, you basically can't lose, can you? I just couldn't be bothered to set up that many flipping characters and just play loading screen simulator all day, every day for the lotuses. I already get, you know, I've already got, you know, really bored with just doing the daily skinning. Never mind doing something on the hourly. That's going in the wrong direction for me. But whilst these things are still cash money, I mean, they're still 1,400 gold apiece. They're still higher in value than they were before the season started. So there's, I mean, there's quite many of them now. But you can tell just like they're not like humongous stacks. I mean, there's a few big stacks here walling it off a little bit, but like there's a single and double digits mostly. Who's got wishful thinking on the go? Some people have got wishful thinking still. Secondary accounts. I'm not saying it's not a good goal maker, it's just in the opposite direction of what I want to be doing. I would rather be like I'd rather set up concentration alts, to be honest, than I would try and set up flipping mulch farmers. Mostly because I've got the ability to do obscene things with it. I've probably got enough characters that I could relatively quickly set up to basically do nothing but log in, get lotus, log out, log in, get lotus, log out, log in, get lotus, log out. Like I could chain through 20 I could chain through probably 100 characters in an hour, and then just rinse and repeat all day long. But you know, it drive me to insanity, so I'd just rather not. Whilst it's probably very good gold, though. The worst part's getting the 40 knowledge points needed. Really? Can't you just, like, fly around, pick up treasures? That's like flying around, picking up treasures, and then just go fly around and hit some herbs. Right? Surely 40 knowledge points is dead easy, right? You just 5-box it.
See, it's a
Just get
long
it
way
done.
down.
Either way, I'd
Down. But if I don't jump, you'll make fun of me.
yeah, I'm just not about that.
Aw, can't just stay here for
It's very good. I just can't foresee any fun in it, so I'm not doing it. I genuinely have to cheer for this child to jump off a flipping waterfall. I mean, this could end up being very dark, couldn't it? Oh. Wussed out. Well, do it again. Go on, child, jump off the waterfall. Did it. And on this day, nobody died.
Annie's bag of treasured trinkets sits empty on the marsh bank, already sinking into the soft mud.
Isn't this now theft?
Annie's trinket bag sits in the soft mud of the river bank, but her trinkets are nowhere to be found.
Oh.
If you're lucky, you may be able to follow her trail.
Already thefted. Somebody beat me to it. There's a rare here. For you. A Murloc. Pew pew. 250 conch crafters sat idle without midnight professions. Makes me sad every time to think about them. But then I loot my flippers' mailboxes and I'm happy again. You must be pulling in obscene amounts of gold every day. With what I know you to be up to. I mean, even if it's just revenue alone, it's got to be pretty outrageous numbers, right? You must be doing more than 10 mil a day. Because you were making my setup look foolish at one point. But yeah, it's a very good reason to not waste time doing concentration ults.
Vakala sent you. She was right to think this place was dangerous.
Loa bless you like you blessed us. A fair wind.
Alright, I think we're going to go on a bit of a Murloc hunt here, aren't we?
Me and Tolbani had loaded the skiff with medicine, steels, and food to bring upriver to the forward camp. It was meant to be a quiet run, no trouble, and no eyes on us. But in these shallows, the Murlocs came swarming. Out of the reeds, all foam and teeth. They hit us hard too fast to fight back proper. We tipped and lost the cargo. I barely made it to shore. Tolbani didn't. I dragged his dart-riddled body here. The Murlocs must pay for what they have done.
Yep, we're going on a Murloc hunt.
While I was limping back from the river, I spotted a few of the Murlocs dragging our food bags through the mud. They weren't working together. Either kept snapping at each other, trying to snatch the best pieces for themselves. I saw one of them stash a whole satchel behind a fallen tree. Another buried something under a pile of rocks. Greedy little monsters think they can
Yeah, I
steal from us and
had a
get
stroke
away.
then.
The Eagle Lore bring you victory.
A little bit over 80 mil in sales in the past week. Flipping hell. Yeah, there we go. 10 mil, 10, 12 mil a day.
On its own. We were fighting the
I assumed it'd be
Murlocs,
somewhere in
and
those
then
in that
suddenly
range.
we were in the air. That's when I saw him. One dat wasn't like the rest. Bigger, stronger. When he attacked, the other Murlocs scattered. He picked up our
The
boat
Murloc of
like it
all
weighed
Murlocs.
nothing and hurled it on the rocks. I've never seen a Murloc do something like that. Go away. We're gonna keep losing people and supplies if that muscle-bound Murloc is watching the river.
May you always
Right.
see the way
Slay lots of Murlocs. Slay the big Murloc. Your behemoth. And then collect some food provisions. I mean, I won't go into detail about what you're doing unless you want to actually be sharing it publicly, but it's a good case study of how to scale. It shows what's feasible. I mean, if you can bang out 80 million gold in a week of just revenue, doesn't matter what your profit margins is there, does it? Doesn't matter if you're in single-digit profit margins. Even single-digit profit margins is you'd take those, but I would hazard a guess if you're doing 80 million in revenue, you're probably doing 30 million in profit. Crafting the light potions, 4 alchemists non-stop, 2.8 million potions crafted so far. Flipping out, that's a lot of potions. Whew. This is what always humbles me. I try to keep myself relatively level-headed anyway, but like some of you guys come out and just like, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing, and I'm like, oh right, okay. Genuinely makes my setup half the time look amateurish, which is quite funny. You've done double epic tools as well. Jesus. Fair play. Selling probably over 10,000 potions a minute for hours. This is why I, at the same time, I don't want to discourage people from trying to do, like, magical things with maths crafting. But at the same time, I also need to try and make sure that I make it... Why can't I kill this dude? I need to make it, you know, abundantly clear, pun intended, that most people won't be able to replicate whatever they see other people do online. It's just not in your favor. And it's usually for a bunch of reasons. One, most people don't have the capital to buy anywhere near enough materials they actually need to have a significant impact on the economy. If you're buying 1 million gold worth of herbs, you probably shouldn't be touching alchemy. Because your expenditure of 1 million gold on herbs doesn't even move the needle. You need to be spending 10 million gold at least to move the needle of price of materials even slightly in your favor. And this is these are some of the aspects of mass crafting that just doesn't translate to people a lot of the time. And hence why, you know, whenever anybody asks, why am I not making profit with this? More often than not, the answer you'll see given is, do you have the right knowledge points? Knowledge points don't mean shit. Like, genuinely, where mass crafting is concerned, you need your knowledge points. You need them in the right place. You need the right tools, but they are literally just the tools. Like, very, very, very little of that actually, you know, matters when it comes to mass crafting, or seeing success with mass crafting at least. Biggest crafting session had like 400,000 potions in the bags, and the market reset from 42 to 70 last Wednesday. Profit I had is out of bounds. Yep. Yep. And the thing is you need to be able to put yourself, like, if you think of the cost of 400, like I said, this is what I want to try and get, or I always try at least to get across to people, is that most people don't realize the leagues that they're trying to play in, when it comes to this sort of stuff. If one person can sit there with 400,000 potions in their bags ready to go, somebody that comes along with, you know, 200 potions has got genuinely no hope. No hope of getting anywhere close. I mean, you might cancel scan and make your sale, sure, but you ain't going to make sizable profit. In single-digit profit margins, you just got to do the basic maths on it. You've got to buy, craft, and sell 10 million gold worth of stuff at 10% profit to make 1 million gold. Which is far outside the scope of what most people can do. Which means, so basically, before you get into mass crafting, you need at least 10 times the amount of gold that you're expecting to make. So if you want to make, you know, if you basically want to make a gold cap and not have to worry about making gold for the rest of the expansion, you might need to have like 30, 40, 50, upwards of 100 million gold to be able to achieve that quickly and easily. Now, sure, you rotate your stock and stuff, but, you know, that doesn't necessarily work when it comes to, like, buying humongous amounts of materials when you need to buy humongous amounts of materials, you know? Those players that make a few 100,000 gold from herbing and mining for a week or for a few days, then think that they can take 200,000 gold into a crafting profession and see sizable profits out of it, they're just swimming uphill. And I see it far too often that I'm almost past the point of recommending it to players anymore. because it kind of doesn't feel, I don't know, it doesn't feel morally correct to suggest people even bother in that scenario, because the likelihood of success is like, you're basically telling people to play the lottery at that point. You've got more chance of winning the lottery than you have making sizable profits with mass crafting with only a couple of 100,000 gold. It's just not going to happen. Overcame a 23 million loss already. Well, that's 23 million gold, I presume, of expenditure, right? Upfront expenditure. Where the hell is these? There's one. How many of these do we need? Oh, that's the last one of those I need. Spent 42 million on mats when I restocked for the first time for my tools. Takes a lot to start fast at scale. Yeah, there we go. 42 million gold in materials just to get the ball rolling. Now, of course, once it rolls, and this is what a lot of people only ever really see. They only see the scenario once the ball is spinning, you know, once it's rolling really fast. Probably the most well-documented public example of this is Kachak's The War Within launch. And it's only somewhat documented by the fact that he was able to open a mailbox with like 300 million gold in it. The only way that that's reasonably documented is by the fact that it shows that, well, to have a mailbox with 300 million gold in, he probably needed to spend 200 million gold to be able to do that. And needed to have already had 200 million gold to do that, you know, which is great, but if you've already got 200 million gold, you don't. It's literally that. It's just, oh, this is a cool thing to see.
To find my toys and stuff. I tried dropping them so someone could find me. I can't believe that worked. I think you scared them off. It should be safe enough for Jinx to help me out of here.
Biggest mistake so far, buying enchanting mats. Dust at 11 gold, thinking it was low enough. Moats, tons of moats, thinking nobody would farm them after Season 1 starts. Also went extremely heavy into blue tools. Crazy expensive funnel to craft. Blizzard fucked me badly when they became BOE. Oh, you were going the route of actually providing the service to craft them, I see. I mean, I would go as far as to say that whilst, I mean, them being made BOE just, it just changed the market in a different direction. Rather than you being able to profit massively off crafting them for everybody on your server, you could pre-craft them and sell them to everybody on every server. In one instance, it took the single server market and made it a region-wide market for you. Leveled 40 characters, being able to early craft them with the concentration was ultra expensive. Yeah, I suppose if you were blasting characters in order to do it at the beginning, an almost, you know, no caution sort of way. Locking out the account and computer is what stops me from doing it. Well, this is arguably why people end up with multiple accounts.
Do you hear that? It's quiet. That is the sound of vengeance. Yes, adventurer. Good. That's all of it. I saw the small ones run away in terror. Well done, adventurer.
Bit of a Murloc purge.
What's left of the supplies back on foot. Boat. It's no good now. The hull's cracked and the frame split. Won't carry another soul across the water, but it'll still serve one final purpose. It can be his pyre. We will burn it, the weapons, the armor. He wore everything with him. Vengeance is done. Now we let the fire take him to the low and to his rest. The Eagle Lore bring you victory.
Chop chop the boat. Can't we just use some of our lumber to repair it? Apparently not.
I hope it brings his
He
spirit
burned.
peace and mine.
Small bundle of river reeds found with blackened twine, still smelling faintly of smoke. And oh, it had 250 void light marl in it. Nice. Yoink. We'll take it.
What brings you to the lower of Murlocs, traveler?
King Miggle Miggle lowers his voice to a whisper.
Help me.
Miggle Miggle. Murgle Murgle. Miggle Miggle. Marl will be free in 2 weeks if they don't change the PTR. You can AFK farm it in its current state. Is it dropping from the new Void Outer World minigame thing? I mean, I don't know exactly. I haven't actually looked at ATT, but I bet like the number is kind of disgusting how much of it you need. Where is it? Void Light Marl. ATT seems to indicate that I need 321,000 of it. So, a cheeky little AFK farm of this, I wouldn't object to, if I'm going to be honest. About 50 marl every 5 minutes-ish per account. Yeah, if I want to go anywhere near the collecting all of the things, we need more Void Light Marl than I know what to do with. Right, quick pee break, back in 2. Miles free on live anyway. Once your lowest crest is maxed out, it converts it to Mile. So just have a toon fly around and kill rares or farm low level delves. It's not free if you have to spend time getting it. Just becomes more readily available. I think back in Dragonflight, for example, it wasn't till the very last patch, I think, of Dragonflight, whatever the currency was in Dragonflight, I can't remember, Resonance. No, Resonance Crystals was last expansion, wasn't it? Whatever it was, the Dragonflight. They made like an 8,000 an hour, like, hyperspawn farm towards the end of the expansion, but I don't think most people will care about this in too much detail. But if we need 300,000 of it now, and this is only the first patch, they usually add about 200,000 worth of a currency every season. I remember it went up from about 250k to about 500k throughout the War Within on the expansion-wide currency. So yeah, you start off not needing too much of it, but it ramps. Definitely ramps.
These Murlocs have come to me, the Loa of Murlocs, to seek my protection against an evil invader. The Deepfin have risen from the
Murloc has a very deep voice.
They have invaded this land and defiled its grounds. I charge you, champion, to defend this kingdom and drive the Deepfin back into the sea.
King Miggle Miggle lowers his voice to a whisper.
King Miggle Miggle.
And maybe the natives won't need me to protect them, and I can leave. Farewell. I have heard your muggles, my people. Your stomachs groggle in hunger. The invaders have cut you off from the food you so desperately need to survive. I will send my champion to gather fish, so you may fill your bellies once more.
King Miggle Miskel lowers his voice to a whisper.
Or you can just give me fish, if you have some. My fellow Murlocs, one among you was chosen to be my chosen. She is destined for greatness and is my assistant, priestess. Yes, priestess of the Low. Your priestess has gone missing, possibly taken by the treacherous Deepfin. To showcase my great power, I will send my champion to find and return her to you.
King Miggle Miguel lowers his voice to a whisper.
My assistant is missing, and I'm stuck here. Find her and tell her I'm on top of the temple.
Back down the priestess of the Lower of the Murlocs. Alrighty. Gotta go do, You became Miguel for a moment there. Yeah. King Miggle Miggle. Right, first clue. Is that the voice from the BG3 narrator? Some people have said it sounds a lot like it, yeah. It's not, because it's all AI powered, but it's, you know, there's no knowledge of where the, what it was based on. Ow. You pewed me. We entered the Void Rune phase. The price will finally start to increase from next week.
Well met.
You talking about augment runes? What are we talking about here? I'm confused. Are we now starting to see people hit their personal wall, start using consumables to push past it? We hit the all-time low with only 15k of them on the auction house, down from like 50s to 60k of them. It was always going to happen. It just, you know, you got to wait until people do hit that wall. I mean, I hope for I hope for everybody's sake they go back above 1,000 gold, because I know there's lots of people who are squirreling them away at like under 1,000 gold for the first few weeks of the expansion, and I've probably sat on loads of them. I tried to give people the peace of mind of that, just, you know, hang fire, have some patience. It's easy for me to say though, because I'm not invested in augment runes at all. But I also have a suspicion that in the last couple of weeks people have panic sold a whole bunch of them and have probably dumped them at a loss in some cases. Those players will kick themselves if they then go into their profit ranges. Are we just killing Murlocs? Is this all we're doing here? These aren't deep fin invaders. One of you, one of you. There seems to be many around it. Pew pew. I thought these dudes would hyperspawn. How many do we need to kill? 5 more? 4 more? Two more. I think what we'll probably find, the you know, the hindsight of this market this time round with augment runes is that when the raid is easier, it takes more time for people to need them. The likelihood is nobody's popping augment runes, particularly when they're like clearing the normal raid. It's, you know, until people get to their natural bottleneck with their team or with their guild. And if the raid generally is considered to be easier, maybe it takes an extra week or so before people get to the point where they think it's difficult enough content that they might need to like pop in potions. It's always difficult for me to gauge this because I don't do humongous amounts of that type of content in the first place, so I look at it from the outside looking in. Which is partly why I tend to not bother with things like augment runes too much, because I just don't think I know enough about them.
Greetings. Are you finished?
King Miggle clears his throat.
Miggle
when he
Miffle?
sees one of his followers eyeing him suspiciously.
I mean, it is finished. The deep fin shall trouble us no more. Farewell. My kingdom is ready for a feast. Are you prepared? Witness the power of my champion. Be fed, my people, and hunger no more. Good luck, friend. You found her. Thank you. I mean, the lower of Murloc's grants you favor, champion. Go in peace.
26k available now versus 6k back in the war within at an equivalent point. Not bullish. They're just too easy to get this expansion. Yeah, the ease of access to them at least will either dramatically delay the stockpiles being depleted, or in turn will just mean that the price ceiling never goes as high.
What brings you here? I've observed the Deepfin kidnapping native Murlocs and raising troll corpses as undead thralls. But they don't push further inland, they take them all back to the sea. I think they're being led by a powerful Murloc who remains safely offshore, hiding from view as it accepts its minions' tribute. We can draw it out. If you put on this Murloc suit and offer tribute,
A
it might
Murloc
fool
suit?
the
I have a
leader into
Murloc
showing
suit.
Itself. If we eliminate the leader, we might
a
be
nice
able
green
to save
Murloc
the
suit.
native Murlocs. Wins the
You're not sure who wore this last, but it smells like somebody who never took it off. As every good Murloc suit should. Grants 125% swim speed for 5 minutes. Many actions, including combat, will drop the disguise. Okie dokies. Oh. Fall damage is another one. They should have Easter egged something in the quest line if you did it in a Murloc suit from the start. Yeah, if you had the the store Murloc suit, yeah. Yeah, this isn't as convincing as my Murloc suit. It is a fish. A big fish. Oh, hello. Got him. We have Pewed, the king of the Murlocs. How are we doing though, Woo? Are we keeping busy? Have you had much time to actually play the game recently? I think every time I've checked in with you, you've been very busy.
The leader was a Corbis. What is a Corbis? I mean, well done, hero. You have served your law well. Now that these Murlocs are safe, it is time for us to be going.
On your way. Whoa, loads of achievements. What the hell? We'll take them. In the middle of another report at the moment. One more week, then you can breathe. Mainly just reposting last couple of weeks, steady as she goes. Well, I mean, that's the blessing of having the kind of operation that you do. Meaning that you can just simply repost and still... you still probably make substantially more gold on a weekly basis than most people. Even when you're on just like... Even when you're not actually playing. Keep things ticking over nicely. What professions would you choose for a concentration army? Alchemy with potions is probably pretty good at the moment. For as long as high quality herb prices stay high. Jewel crafting seems to have been pretty popular most of the expansion. Enchanting probably still works, but it's highly based upon the price of the crystals. Well, as I have no time to invest, probably more. When I have too much time, I just spend. Well, yeah, that's true. When you're actually properly playing the game, your gold doesn't go up, it goes down, but you need a bit of downtime to sell some stuff. Small satchel stuffed with river stones. 250 void light marl. Looking forward to season 2 though. I mean, I've barely finished contemplating what's going on in season 1. You're probably way ahead of me
What
there.
do you mean you don't have the medicine? I sent you for it ages ago. We must help him, even if Delo won't. I'll just stay here and rest my bones. Warlord of Q2 could die at any moment, and you brought no pango liver? Bah! Each day I scream at Kulzi to tell me how to cure him. I say you force me to use the forbidden liver ritual, but Delo says nothing.
Lower speaker Sigita's eyes seem angry, but
This
also
is the quest line for the
If he
leatherworking
won't
recipe.
tell us what is wrong, then we will have to use the Pango liver ritual. It is rumored to be a potent but forbidden ritual. Get the largest Pango liver you can find. There is no time to waste.
A big old pango liver. Alright.
I can't leave the warlord's side. I swore an oath to Zul'Jin himself to save the Amani warlords at any cost. If I leave, he is sure to die. He is already cold as death. If he weren't moving and talking, I'd swear he was already dead. There
It's
are
usually a
things
sign
we can
he's
do
not dead.
without Delo's diagnosis. Bring me the bloodweed branches that grow below the shrine. They're very important to the healing. Rituals we can still do. Gather me a heap of them. May Akil'zon bear you on her wings.
Alrighty. Right, need a big old pango liver. I don't really understand what these pangos are. Are they meant to be like armadillo kind of things? Big old armadillos. Branch smells more like decay than a medicine. Oh, lovely. Have a few of them. Pangolin. Oh, is it actually a thing? Ooh, hello. Oh, 198. Stinky. Wait, what was this thing? Oh, it is actually a thing. Scaly anteaters. Looks like an armadillo, doesn't it? Probably not related in any way, shape or form. Where's this tree? What I was actually looking for. There we go. Choppy choppy now. Choppy choppy. Tailoring still works until the day that you can craft rank 2 bolts without concentration. I think that day's already happened, hasn't it? The issue is it's still subject to a cooldown, so that will still inherently hold some value in it. All things mainly get converted into Chinese tea for rich people with erectile dysfunction. Wow, I did not expect that. Okay. Interesting.
It is Akil'zon's.
It's
They must
quite
be
the
pungent if
alternative
they're gonna
medicine.
work. With this many, we can work our magic to heal the whole war party too.
Maybe that's what this dude's problem is. Oh, wait, hang on. Give you the liver.
I feel like a child again.
Wait, what's going on here? Why is it gone? Oh, I've got to give this dude the liver. Whoops.
I'm listening, my friend. The liver ritual did nothing.
Bah.
Lower speaker, Sichita spits on the ground.
Even the forbidden ritual fails to heal a Kutu. What curse is this? Blessings of Diloa be up. Good, we have D branches. We will use them. Above us are D altars, where we bring the injured to Kulzi for healing. Wait, I already did this. I brought a Kutu up there and laid him upon one of the altars. That is where he held my hand, made me swear to... Why can't I remember? You're here for a reason. Go get answers. If Delo appears, tell him he's gotta fix this or else.
He's not got erectile dysfunction, he's got brain dysfunction though. Not the rank 2 cooldown bolts. Last time I counted I was still missing almost 50 points. Oh. Yeah, maybe. Either way, tailoring will still be reasonable, just due to the fact that most people, especially concentration alt armies, won't gain anywhere near that amount of knowledge points. So yeah, tailoring will be alright for a while. It's got probably better chance to hold out better than a lot of the other professions anyway. I'm still pretty convinced that most concentration crafting will grind to 0 though. Just by proxy of the fact that that high quality materials are going to start stacking up and up and up soon, I feel. Piece of wood over here somewhere. Don't get me choppy on. Let's clear these fellas out of the way. I'm only going to aggro them anyway. Right, let's try again, shall we?
It is Akil'zon's favored. Kulzi cannot keep ignoring us. What does Dishya bring me? A broken staff. I remember this staff, and I remember that day. We are dead, then. Akutu was near death from a battle in the city. He had some serious wounds. Kulzi said he could not heal them. Akutu would not accept this. He wanted me to use the staff, a Hexlord's staff, on Kulzi to force him to heal. And then, I think I broke it. Showed the other spirits here the staff. Maybe we can piece together what happened from their memories. I thought I'd never see the day
Sounds more like they had a bit of a wild night. Things got out of hand. Oh, okay. Remind you, ghost of the past. We're going to have to... We do more than one of these at a time, yeah. Pulled a few bonuses. Oh, why did I aggro that dude? Yeah, I mean, concentration's holding out reasonably well across many of the professions. There is clear as day some professions where it is actually useless, but like it's kind of holding strong. I think the there's a suspicion floating around, and I haven't put this to test yet, really. But there's a bit of a suspicion starting to float around that is giving people the belief that herbalism might be bugged. People don't seem to be gaining anywhere near as many high-quality herbalism materials as they would expect. And this is even once fully spec'd into something, increasing the skill like much higher past like the point where you can start getting high quality mats. Because people seem to, even once fully spec'd into a certain herb, still only be really getting about 10% high quality herbs, which is, let me be clear, is good. Is good from the economy standpoint, because it will mean that things like concentration lasts a lot longer. It will mean that the value in herbing and mining will last a lot longer. Sure, it does make your potions and flasks and anything that use that high quality stuff more expensive, but one thing we kind of almost unanimously concluded on the beta was that the yield of materials was kind of the yield of everything was kind of ludicrous.
I wish I knew why I broke
either
the staff.
changes were made
It's time for the
or
warlord to
they've
face
turned
his
the
memories
knobs
just like
quite
we
aggressively.
are. Otherwise, we're gonna be trapped in this curse forever. We gotta remember, even if we don't want to. So I broke the staff, and everybody died. Maybe this
I
is
broke
my
the staff and
mistake.
everybody died.
Sometimes
Whoops.
it's too hard to say we made a mistake, and then we made even more mistakes. We in this deep now. While you were talking to the others, I tried to get through to Akutu that we're dead, but he's not listening. All he does is blame others. Maybe I deserve it. Show Warlord Akutu the staff, then take him to Kulzi. We need to try to talk to Delo. The pieces of this puzzle are falling into place.
Okay. There's another suspicion that rank 2 vials are duplicate. Why would rank 2 vials be duplicate? Is there just the assumption that there's too many of them? I mean, people have been prospecting high quality ore since day one of the expansion. Is there really that many high quality vials? I mean, there's less than 10,000 of them. If somebody's figured out a way to dupe it, they're not doing a great job of it. Yeah, that's baloney. Someone was talking about rank 2 vials being duplicated by the old way of duping and made 100 million with it. Not good. Nah, that's baloney. If you'd people who figure out money printers are also usually not clever enough to, you know, do it at a modest amount. There's a rare here. Where's this dude? Yoink. Would explain some of the alchemy potion stuff, though. Be very careful about assuming that something not being profitable is due to an exploit or a bug. There's very, very, very many reasons why something wouldn't be quote-unquote profitable. You can start to get slightly suspicious when something is like literally 30% of its crafting cost, but...
Akil'zon's winds brought you to me.
I'll tell you what, playing this game now feels weird when there isn't the voice acting, even if it's like dumb AI voice acting. Having to read stuff all of a sudden.
What is this nonsense? The lower speaker gets to move on. This is all his fault.
Everyone has their own path toward understanding. Even Akil'zon, though he has yet to set foot on it. Unfortunately, my shrine was once a place of discovery and understanding for the Amani. Please take word to them that I welcome their return. The ghosts will calm in time.
Clearly the guy that did this add-on had no idea what this dude was meant to sound like, so just use the default voice. This is where we get our blessed Pango Charm recipe. I should have done this ages ago. This is a cheeky way to level up leatherworking to 100 on the cheap. Like I said, I never did half as much actual world content when the expansion launched.
You want me to chase that ghost of Aloha when our warriors be disappearing
Vibrant have caused my people suffering for too long.
Zul'Jara glares in fury at the nearby Vilebranch village of Mizara.
It's been a long time coming, but now's the time to deal with them.
The Amani leader welcomes you.
Zul'Jara growls through her gritted tusks.
Now it's not as surprising that Malacras's tribe, the Vilebranch, fell to the lure of hex magic. But that is their choice, and a path they chose long ago, a path away from us. I won't let them live long enough to regret it. What the Vilebranch have done to the Witherbark has gone too long without an Amani response. The mist is not in our way. We can use it to our advantage. We will take a life for all the lives they took, and make sure they stay dead. Polumara has told me that a shadowy mist has fallen over Numazon. She believes the Vilebranch are behind it, using their magic to hide the crimes they commit against the Witherbark. She believes they are hiding in the Numazon crypts. The Hashe shrines are near there as well. We must find our way to Numazon and rescue the Witherbark captives. If we find the Hashi shrines along the way, so be it. If Haladzi will not stand with us, then maybe the Witherbark will.
The Amani leader gives you a lead. We'll get your warriors back and find a way to the temple of Haladzi.
Still hoping they will at one point go with some voice acting. Love that in SWTOR. I mean, yeah, it's been quite high on my wish list for this game for a while. Just purely from the perspective of, I think it's just 10 times as engaging from a content perspective to have even, you know, simple. I mean, this is dumb stupid AI voice acting, but it still, in my opinion at least, adds so much more to the questing experience than having to read quest logs all the time. And it's so easy to just skip past something when it's presented to you as you know, a wall of text. So easy to skip past it. You have to, like, consciously, like, slow yourself down, you know.
You're not the first strange thing I've seen today.
Scout Zelkonra shakes her head.
Saw a big, shelled creature along the path to Janala. Amaxi took a bunch of scouts and went after it. They've been gone a while. Think you could check in on them?
I'll watch you back.
Will do. Right, I think we're about to go out on another quest zerg, aren't we? We've still got a whole bunch of stuff to hand in and stuff. We've actually done about 50% of this zone already today. which is pretty good progress, even though we are very much taking it slowly. You know, listening to all of the quest text and whatever. What I'm going to do for about half an hour, I reckon, now for the end of the stream, though, is I said I'd take a little bit of a look at Elon's new game, just to share the love a little bit. So let's see if I can find it. Elon and his brother have been making a game. Cave Dude, I think it's called. And I said I'd have a little look. Is it just one word? Cave Dude. Yeah. Attack monsters, throwing your weapon at them, gather their resources, and improve your hero's stats. This, I don't think Elon made this. I think his brother made this, but it's I still said I'd have a little look at it because it looks silly. Yeah. Install. Go, gadget, go. Where's it gone? Have a little look at this. I don't really know what it's about. Made with Unity. So what are we actually doing in this? I know I'm still in the World of Warcraft category, so missions. Do you want to go on a mission? Yes. Defeat a boss. 5 minutes. All right, sure. Okay. Click to kill things. Throw me axe. This has Happy Wheels vibes to it. Yo, we're killing it though. Okay, now we are getting murdered. What happens when we die? We're nearly dead. Can we... Oh, we regen health when we're not being killed. To the city. Oh, level up weapons. Increases your damage by 8. $1,000. We got 24 bucks. Well, we're not buying... What is this, dude? Crit chance level... Diamonds. Oh, please don't tell me there's premium currency in this. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, there's flipping premium currency in it. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Time is yet to come. Elon didn't give you a boost pack. Well, he subtly didn't mention that there was a premium currency. You have not proven yourself. What's this? Damage up for 25 bucks. How do I get money? You are too weak to pass. Advance to level 20. Oh, my poor clicking finger. Oh, okay. We are actually making some cash monies killing these things. 33. The amount of the +5 skill nodes in tailoring is crazy. Oh, it's not just crazy, it's just unnecessary. The, I mean, this was the feedback from pretty much anybody that looked at tailoring on the beta. It was like, hiding plus skill in all sorts of corners makes no sense. Oh, what's this dude? Potion of power, potion of wealth. Doubles your damage for 10 seconds. Doubles your gold earned for 30 seconds. There's no need for that business. I just need bigger wep. We're not affording stuff for a while. Then maybe we just gotta hit gym, right? Just got hit gym. Pet level? Where's me pet? Train your whelpling to become stronger. I don't have a pet. Okay, now we do 2 damage. Did we ding? Oh, talents. Talents. Attack damage. Investment earnings. Investment earnings. That's going to be to get more diamonds, which is to more... is that... I don't know. Just more damage. Give me more damage. Yeah, get wrecked, spider. Hang on. Okay, I can't change the frame rate. Seems to be locked at 30 FPS. So I think this is basically the concept. You kill things, you get stronger, you kill things to get money. You use the money to get stronger. By getting stronger, you kill things more effectively. Oh shit, I died. Is there any penalty to death? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Where we got 106 cash monies. Bang gym a few times. Is this the new raid? Yeah. Yeah, 1205 new raid. 1205 new raid, boys. Powered by Elon. Yeah, these bitches ain't even touching me now. Get wrecked, wildlife. Move over, RSPCA, I got this. Okay, 3 health. Maybe we ain't got this. Hit gym a few times. Is there a quick heal? I don't know. Who needs a quick heal? Who needs health anyway? Things don't get to you. They can't. Why did we go to 10? Why is my health only at 10 all of a sudden? Oh, that's not a 10. That's a 70. Looks like it genuinely looks like 10. More damage. Give me more damage. Oh, my poor clicking finger. I wonder if there's a clicks per second limit. Or whether you could cheese this with an auto clicker. I'm not suggesting you cheat, but... Oh! Oh, okay, we take quite a lot of damage. This is where we need that shield, isn't it? 1,000 for a weapon, 1,000 for a shield. Well, that ain't happening. I don't know what this 1% is. This clearly means there's a 1% chance to get a diamond, I guess. Stats. Auto-clicker damage done. Oh, so there's even an auto-clicker in the game. Okay. Clearly, assumed we'd go in that direction. Missions failed. New mission. Loot some dollar. Oh, a frog! What the fucking hell? Gulp frogs. Frog farming. Oh, that was a level 1 boss. Okay. But you can't even see my dude. He's hiding behind my camera. I mean, I don't know my ass from my elbow about game creation, but... I mean, it works. Oh, we got 2 health. We complete the mission. 527. Playing the best game ever. Sadly, it works. I can't listen in much. I mean, it works. Oh, I'm dead. More damage. More damn. It's the dollar. Oh, diamonds. Oh wait, we got diamonds, we got teeth, and we got gold. 3 premium currencies. Oh lord.
Is that your wallet? Or are you just
Whilst
glad to see me?
up,
Both,
down,
I
left,
hope.
and right. Fire is either left mouse or right side of screen. What? Spells, heal,
Let's make
balance.
sweet, sweet profit together.
Going on here? Yo, Elon with a sub. Thank you, my man. Oh, I've got no health again. I'm gonna die. We win. Same reward. Another mission. Defeat a boss. Oh, we just defeated a boss? We ain't gonna get a boss for ages. We got money for that shield now. More shield, more damage. Oh, I got a rake. We got a rake. And gardening. You throw the rake. Okay, of course you do. Yeah, just stat damage. If stuff can't get to you, it can't kill you. Don't need defense if you've got a good offense. Balance. More damage. Bang Jim. Bang Jim a few times. Whack it, mate. Whack it. Oh, my poor clicking finger. When do we get to buy the auto clicker? Talents, more damage. Oh, you've put the prices up. Oh, stinky. I thought they were going to be quite cheap now. Screw that then. Screw that business. Oh, pet level. Oh, now I've got a pet. Give me some pet levels. Pet do. Pet's just a second line of attack by that seems. Gotta hop out, gotta do some work, much love. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping by. Easy business. Is that our XP bar at the bottom? I think that's their XP bar at the bottom as well. Oh no, my little dragon's getting slapped. But at least he's taking the brunt of it. Ah, shit, it's a frog. Yes, kill the frog. That was a mission, right? Boom, 10 diamonds. Loot some dollar. 3 minutes to loot some dollar. Okay, I'm going to assume that for the most part, this is the rinse and repeat now. completed. Doing any more missions? Bang Jim a few times. What do we need for this? Okay. We don't need armor. Nobody wants armor. Pet stays dead. Yeah, I don't know about the pet. We clearly can't go to other places. Kill a couple of animals. Oh no, pet's battler. Oh, there's a res timer somewhere, was there? Yeah, if you don't value your mouse in any way, shape or form, you can click away like an absolute crazy person. Grind that bar. Right. My my hand hurts already. I'm getting serious levels of RSI. My we'll leave that there for now. My addictive personality will sucker me into playing something like this. I'm assuming that the more you do it, the more cash monies you get. You know, it's one of those I don't think it's procedurally generated, but I would imagine that you can just scale it and scale it and scale it and scale it. Oh wait, hang on. I saw something about... Oh, you can buy the auto clicker for 20 diamonds, I see. There's your incentive to pay some monies. I wondered where that was. I wonder where that came from. 1 attack per second? Oh, well, it's stinky then. 1 attack per second. Get out of here. Not know how fast I can click. 1 attack per second. We'll get harvested at 1 attack per second. Bunch of experience points. Don't mind if I do. More cash monies. Yeah, so if you don't value your mouse in any way, shape or form, and you want a serious case of repetitive strain injury, Cave Dude on Steam. Made by, I believe, Elon's brother. Get wrecked, Froggy. Oh, no! No! 12 HP! Ruined. Right, well that's my that's my call to put this down. Otherwise, I will absolutely burn my mouse and my wrist out, which we're not doing either. Right, that was quite funny, pretty funny. Yeah, need a cheap mouse for that for sure. Need a cheap mouse for sure. I'm definitely gonna break my wrist if I play that too much though. That'll definitely be a thing. I might that might be one of those things I just throw up on another screen while I'm doing something else, or we're relisting auctions or something. Right, I'm gonna take a quick pee, and then I'm gonna do a little bit more of the Zul'Aman questline. But I'm probably not going to stream for too much longer today. So I've got there's a few things I should have done over the weekend that I didn't. Bad form, but I need to get done today. So give me 2 minutes, boys and girls. Quick bathroom break. Alrighty. Right. Let's see where we got to. Why did I not hand in half of these quests? Oh, these are all delve quests. This is why. These aren't part of the natural leveling path in this area. That makes sense. Turn those in. Soon. Hello, wood. Gotta whack a wood. Gotta whack the wood. You don't whack the wood, you ain't gonna get the lumber. Where's it gone? Eh? The hell? Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, you know, one day I'm 217 out of 250 lumber in midnight to be able to do it whilst mounted. Kind of crazy the difference between how much lumber you can gather when you actually try and go out and get it and how much you get just passively. You get basically none of it just by playing. This is where I think I've probably massively overestimated the amount of lumber that most general players will get just by playing the game. Even if you're savvy about whacking every tree that you see, you probably won't get more than, you know, a few hundred lumber by doing that ever. No wonder the decor market's booming. Far too much like a chore for most people. Yoink. I don't know if anybody else has noticed this as well, but some of the mob, like, scaling at level... If you're doing the quests at level 90, some of the mob, like, the mob scaling seems to be all over the place. Like, some mobs, like, not even elites here. Obviously, I expect elites to have more health and be more difficult, but, like, some, like, random critters will have, like, 4 times the health of others. Doesn't seem to make any sense.
Did Zul'Aman send you?
One more dude for freedoms. Who are these dudes over here?
Talk to me.
Boom. There's a main dude somewhere. Ritualist Zonga. Hello, pet. Pigeons today. Where's me pigeons? Ah, sneaky back entrance, look. Was that the way we came in? I can't remember.
While in the crypt, I noticed the Vile Branch were blinded by the mist, too.
Zul'Aman spits on the ground.
Disgusting. D deserved to be brought
Disgusting.
back and killed 100 times. I hope whatever law awaits them in the afterlife swallows them whole and grinds them with its back teeth. So
Way
that's
too much
why the
emphasis
Vile
on
Branch
dem.
wanted the Witherbark to please the Twilight's blade by giving them more soldiers.
Giving them.
Undead soldiers. Obedient soldiers. And we have already lost too many. The Vile Branch seemed to be just as confused by the mist as the Witherbark. Whatever has caused the mist, dealing with the Valbranch changed nothing. And now we must find the Hasha shrines in the dark.
Zoljara moves her hand in front of her face, testing her range of visibility, and frowns.
We must light the shrines. Try not to get separated. This will try my patience. But I'm sure if we use our heads, we will find the path. You're still a funny one.
We are strong independents.
What do we do now? This mist is impenetrable. A Hashe shrine, like those we lit near the Temple of Akil'zon.
That means we are close. We push forward. The Hashe shrines will lead us.
You're using a voiceover add-on? Yeah, there's one called just AI Quest Voice or something, which works with the midnight content. It's a bit jank, but it's free and it works. They can't really complain. And in my opinion, at least, it far beats having to read all the quest text. When the option is just read all the quest text or skip it, my choice is 9 times out of 10 skip it. Which is often why I know absolutely nothing about what's going on in any of these zones at any point. A slightly scuffed voiceover add-on does wonders. And goes to only prove to me even further that Blizzard not doing proper voice acting in 2026 is just, you know, poor form. Poor form, in my opinion. I mean, if any company out there has got the resources to do proper voice acting for all their quests, it's, you know, Blizzard and the World of Warcraft team. One more shrine. There's a cache on top of here. Was there anybody who farmed up a bunch of the 220 BOEs, by the way? Because I have a sneaky suspicion that there's been a bit of a nerf to the drop rate on that stuff. Because the amount of treasures I've been picking up on this questing for a few hours, not a single one.
You mean you are saved from the... Finding Halatzi and the Hashi shrines has taught me patience and forced me to think through my obstacles instead of cutting my way through them. I wish Zul'Jan were here. He would be proud of me for gaining some brains. Who are these people? Where did they come from? Did they find their way here from Numazon? How? The mist keeps you from knowing if you are coming or going. And where is Halatzi? I need answers now.
Need answers.
He has made me his speaker, my sister.
It's me!
Halatzi will speak with you now.
Hit of the Amani, pride of their pride.
'Tis our big buddy.
Pierced the veil and found me.
It was you who created the fog. You were trying to hide the wither bark from the vile branch.
Despite Zul'Jin's betrayal, I silently watched over my wither bark.
Halatzi, Zul'Aman is under attack. I have come here on the path of the Hashi. Give me a trial so that I can win your favor.
Trial? There is no trial.
But...
Is that cat and mount yet?
You learn to prowl.
Maybe not that size.
You used cunning to see what is hidden. You saved my witherbark children. No trial could earn my favor more.
Pussy power.
What was hidden has been revealed. There are further trials ahead. May you hear your prey before they hear you.
Dun dun dun. Serious business.
Like Akil'zon, Halasi was watching, waiting. He never gave up on D Witherbark. By helping D Witherbark, we helped ourselves and passed Halasi's trial. There is a lesson in that. Now that Halasi has returned, we should go back and let Von Zara know. I hope this will improve the relationship between our tribes. And maybe he knows where we can find out how to resurrect Jan'alai. Lower Guidia.
Do it.
Then you will help us track and kill Mordoon and the Twilight's Blade, Master of the Hunt.
They will be my prey.
You going?
Amani Kid. May the shadows
Ah, starting a new side quest. It is on my map.
Stealing from us. Hit them back and retrieve what you can.
Did I get the Pango recipe thing? Or have we not finished that quest line yet? We not finished that one yet. The medicine of the lower maybe it's when we turn this in. Medicine of lower shrine. Yeah, there we go. The blessed Pango charm. That's the leatherworking recipe we need.
It be Akil'zon's fate. I was sent here to prove that I am ready to be an Amani warrior. All that want the honor must prove themselves. I chose the Jnaldin since they are close now, and I heard Zul'Jara softened them up a little. Looks like I wasn't the only one who thought that, and was wrong. But I still need to collect as many trophies from the Jnaldin as possible. If I have the big shot Hashora helping me, there's no way I can lose, no. You get the trophies. I will stay behind
35 trophies? Jesus. These better be easy to get.
Many warriors have chosen to face the Jnaldin since they came to Zul'Aman, but many have failed. They thought now that the Jnaldin are in our territory they would be easier later.
So many.
The Jnaldin hunters have collected
It's like
tablets from
typos
the
almost.
Amani hunters that fell here. But with you at my side, we can get vengeance for those that lost their lives here. No killing or life risking required. We don't have to kill the Jnaldin. We just have to get close enough to gather tablets. What do you say?
Sure, do it. Right, where are these tablets then? The cave, surely. Yoink. Tablet recovered from the body of a slain hunter. Big old stack of meat. Is this one of those just kill everything in sight situations? I think it is, isn't it? Delete everything. The other smart thing to have probably done would have been to have done this on a character with like herbing and mining or something as well, but the same logic applies. Like my main character, I don't know why I have this weird obsession, and I've always had this weird obsession that on my main character I just want the map to be clean, which means if there's a quest on my map I go do it on my main toon, at least at some point. But I bet the amount of stuff that we've been killing, even skinning, would be pretty profitable whilst doing this, I reckon. Oh, you're on the back of a mammoth. Oh, mammoths don't want to play. Oh, there's this druid pulling everything in sight, that's the problem. Boomkins. One more stack of meats. Oh, that was a world quest. Oh, that even. Oh, okay. That wasn't even part of our main focus. Take it. Do it soon enough. Right, a few trophies by the looks of things, and then that should be this set done. Beautiful. Missing one. There we go.
I be listening. Did you get the trophies? The Gnalden have plenty of them from all their fighting. That is a lot of trophies there.
That.
Aura. With those tablets, no one can question our strength. This is plenty. All of them were actually dead, right? The leader of the Gnalden here is known as Tusk Taker. Take a wild guess why she's named that. There is a trophy this one has in a cave. Take it, and she will run out Raren for a fight. Defeat her for me, and no one can challenge my right to be an Amani warrior. The Eagle Loa brings
His right to be an Amani, he's not done anything yet. I've done all of the hard work. How many people in this game have taken credit for our hard work? Hidden in a bush, sent us to do all of the busy work. Then I'm going to go back to camp and pretend to be superstar. Shocking. Oh, that was easy. Oh wait, and enemies that attack in waves. Maybe there's more than that. There we go. Oh. Okay, here's a big one. Most world content is completely trivial, though, by the time you have some actual item level. Good, though, if you just care about, you know, want to explore the story. Right, you're going to take some more credit for my hard work now, fella.
Tusk Taker is dead. The others will see me as a true Amani warrior now, when I tell them I took all the trophies that killed Tusk Taker. That is all the trophies we need. I'll take them to the meeting point nearby. All we gotta do is wait there for Huntmaster Jinky to show up. Come.
Huntmaster Jinky? New campaign or side quests? A bit of, well, there's no new campaign, no, it's just, well, it's new for me, because I haven't done it yet. We spent far too much time doing goal making at the beginning, so half of this stuff hasn't been done. I wanted to get the Lore Master done, and I wanted to do it in a way that might actually sort of, showcase some of the storylines and stuff as well. Sometimes you need a day out of the auction house. I frequently get criticised for not actually going out and playing the game, so I thought if I am going to spend a few days actually playing the game, we'll make a bit of a thing out of it.
Another stranger. I'll just stay here and rest my bones.
That said, though, I have got a few things I needed to do today, so I'm not going to stay here playing video games all day. It is only Monday, so we've got the rest of the week ahead of us. There's a good chance, actually, at some point this week, we'll jump onto the PTR. 12:05 is launching next week, I think. So it might not be a terrible idea to have at least a rough heads up of what's going on there. I don't think there's anything major goal making wise to pay attention to. Other than I think the profession knowledge point reset might be kicking in. That'll be one of those highly situational things. Useful for some people, probably an absolute nothing burger for most though. But we'll see if we can figure out at least where the NPC is and if there's any, if it is a one-time thing or whatever. We'll probably investigate that a little bit. So we'll probably spend a day on the PTR at some point this week. Not totally sure when. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there for today, boys and girls. Thank you all for stopping by. Obviously not the usual kind of content. We're actually playing the game rather than sweating out the auction house. But it's fun and it's needed sometimes. Come say hi over on the Discord if you're not there already. If you want to, check Elon's little new game out on Steam. It's called Cave Dude. We played it a little bit earlier. Be warned, your mouse will your mouse will get absolutely destroyed if you play it. Cookie clicker-esque level of mouse breakage, but it was quite fun. Thank you all for joining. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you all next time. Have a good one. Peace.